Live, local, and the first in Florida with an HD radio digital signal. We are Sports Radio.
Yeah, I can hear it.
WQAM,
Can you hear it?
Miami, Lauderdale.
What the hell just happened there, man?
Got
This
me.
place? Oh, not again. Not again. Please.
We're going.
This is an ABC News special report.
Mr. Rumsfeld, of course you've seen the most recent photos and videos, but here's some videos of your honeymoon.
Oh, my.
What kind of sick position is that?
Acts that can only be described as blatantly sadistic, cruel, and inhuman.
Are you wearing a leather piñata?
Those are tough questions.
Is that a blow-up sheet? 5% of Americans have gotten injured using a blow-up sheet.
The facts are somewhat different than that.
You told me earlier that you like to wear women's clothing.
I did not say that.
This has been a presentation of ABC News.
Oh, boy. I can see this is going to be a real exciting day. You hear the way this sounds? Do you hear the way this sounds?
Yeah.
Like crap? Like KRAP?
Started out
People
already.
thought that was just a TV show, WKRP. And I'm screaming. I'm sitting here yelling over here. Boy, this sounds like garbage, man. But we got HDRAV something. Yeah.
Careful what you spell.
Don't you hear that great signal? Yeah, SH, yeah. That's what we got. Pure SH. That's what we got to change the call letters to. WSH. You're full of radio station, and it sure is. Come in here this morning, and somebody has diddled around with a 360 over here, a little machine that makes, like, those sounds.
I have no line.
Things like that.
I'm listening.
That stuff. Somebody's diddled around with that. And you notice how interested Muff was in it? Oh, well, I don't think I did that. I just come in here. Yeah. Man, you talk about the blind leading the blind. Brother. They should pay me extra just not to come into this building, just to make sure I never come back here.
Oh, they like it.
Yeah, I don't. I get so sour just 5 minutes in here with this bunch of clowns. And then they have got the nerve to have a ratings party. You ought to see the sign on the wall out there. They got a sign as big as your ass, fat boy. Oh, there's another one. Fat boy comes waddling in here. Another fat boy ambush this morning. You jackass, you idiot, you imbecile, you...
Hiya, Pally!
Yeah, get lost. I hope your plane crashes on the way to Buffalo. The only three people I know from Buffalo are Wolf Blitzkrieg. Who was the other one he had on yesterday?
I don't know.
Oh, Tim Russert.
He's from Buffalo?
That pasty Irish dillhead.
Oh, that explains it.
And of course, Woody Ghraib. There's always got to be one good guy. Well, like I said, what do they have in common? Okay, let's get with it. This is not going to work. Do you hear the way this sounds?
Yeah, it sounded fine, and then they, gutted it right there during the
everything
open.
was fine, and then as soon as we come in here, somebody in the other room again diddled with the stuff in there, and now I can't hear nothing. And when I do crank this up, it sounds like I'm going to listen to that. Woo! Let's do the show like this. That'll take some lesson or two. You idiots, you imbeciles, you morons. God. This is a freaking radio station. This is a joke. And by the way, Joe Rose don't want Geldie on his show. What? I just thought I'd pass that along. He didn't want any part of that. Oh, yeah, the Greg Reed. What did I say on Friday? He won't stop tinkering and tinkering and tinkering. Barry Jackass writes that crap in the Herald on Friday, which you know where that had to come from.
No, where?
Somebody, some mole somewhere.
Maybe it was Enrique's mole.
Just look at this thing over
removed.
my eyebrow.
Right.
And think of the mole, okay?
Yeah. Molanoma.
Bald-headed geek mole with a crappy haircut in his Brooks Brothers suit. Anyway, Steve Goldstein may be moving to, well, guess what? Joe works fine alone. He had 2 great numbers in the last book. Quit messing with success. If there are parts that are broken, fix those parts. Don't keep messing with the parts that aren't broken, like this show that you practically destroyed a couple of years ago. Sticking us over there 9-1 because he's got an old fart that can only work for 3 hours, which, by the way, we bonded nicely this morning. I feel sorry for him. I don't care what you say. He's pathetic.
What am I going to say?
I'm
cordial with him. I'm doing my best.
Are you?
Yeah. Up to and including this morning.
He's sad. He's pathetic.
Exactly. It's a sad sack
situation. He can't help himself. He would like to be liked, but he, like you said, he doesn't know how to do it, like your mother.
Right.
He would like for people to like him. He doesn't know how to make that happen. I cannot sit here for 4 hours listening to this. I'd rather just turn it down. That's
Put
better.
some headphones on. We got some
Then
cans
I can't hear
in there.
you, which is a big improvement. What?
Yeah. We got some headphones. You can do that.
We don't need no headphones. See, I would have said something there.
I know.
But
Back
I can't
in the
say
day.
it no more. Yeah, back in the day when we actually could say hello and goodbye, which we can't do that no more. Man, oh man, this is the biggest pile of crap I have ever heard in my life. And you know what's going to happen every time I come back here?
Sure.
Oh, gee, Neil, how come you don't do more shows from that studio? I should make them build a studio in my house. Now that my dogs are both dead, I don't have to worry about barking dogs and all that crap. I should just stay home.
There you go.
Roll out of bed in the morning, go into my computer room there up front, and just sit down and have a nice studio, and nobody's going to diddle with it. That's why the Toronto thing works out so great. Nobody's diddling with it. In here, everybody's got a key to this room. Everybody in the janitor, the kids on a weekend. Oh, did we have ball games this weekend? That's always Muff's response. That's why always her weak needs sympathetic response. Underline the pathetic part. Oh, do we have ball games? As if somehow the fact that they have to use our studios, which we were lied to 7 years ago, they were supposed to be exclusively for this show.
And that's just
in fact,
here.
where she's sitting right now, Little Miss Muffet, where she's sitting in there on her, eating her curds and whey. And by the way, curds have got enough problems already thanks to Sodom. Yeah. She's sitting in, that was supposed to be the production studio, so they wouldn't have to keep coming in here bastardizing our equipment all the time. Like that. I mean, when I saw that was missing, I had to, you have no idea what I had to do to get that back in there fast.
Almost got back on the plane.
Yeah. No, I did not. I made sure that thing was in there quick. Because that's the staple of this show. Long after Geldie is gone, and if he don't stop bellyaching, that'll be very soon, by the way. Joe don't want you on his show, Goldie. Okay? He don't want any part of you. He's doing just great by himself. He'd like to get the beast off of there, and then just maybe get Zach in there or something. You know, Zach's already in there. He don't need two big fat Jewish guys from UM. Right? So I got an idea. It's Mo and Joe and the Beast. Mojo and the Beast. You can make a whole shtick out of that.
I think that's what it's going to be anyway.
Geldie is the odd man out, is the way I see it.
Maybe he can help.
Maybe, no, you're out. You're out, Geldie. You're out. You're only an impediment. Anybody with a squeaky voice like that, who'd want to hear you in the first place, you little twerp? You should have seen him run out of here this morning. I come in the parking lot, and he and Mo are out of there. It's pretty funny for two guys that aren't supposed to be speaking to each other. They're practically in a lip lock. They were sucking face, man. I couldn't believe it. They were, right in the doorway. Not necessarily each other's. I think more their own. At any rate, and I guess he thought there was going to be some kind of a conflict or something. So he just flew out of there, kind of looking over his shoulder as he left. And Mo and I had a good chat. I like I said, he's tragic. He is.
I know.
But I don't know. I don't want to say I don't hate him because that would be, I don't hate him. I just feel bad for him. Even though he's tried to screw over everybody in the building and everybody hates him like poison. But he's just, I don't know.
He can't help it.
He can't help himself. He's like the Four Tops. I can't help myself. It's like sitting here listening to myself. I may lose my mind. This is, I've never heard anything like this.
That's what we got.
It sounds like I'm in a freaking barrel. Car bomb kills Iraqi governing council leader.
Oi!
Blast occurs near the Green Zone in Baghdad. You know the Green Zone?
That's for loading and unloading.
That's where they sell them green weenies. The current president of the Iraqi Governing Council was among several people killed today in a suicide car bombing near Baghdad's Green Zone. So evidently we got more problems along that roadmap to peace.
Who are we going to give the keys to now?
The quartet. According to Iraqi Governing Council sources, Council President Izzadin Salim was on his way to the Green Zone, which houses coalition headquarters, when he was killed. Bada bing. You see the blast? The big blast.
Yeah.
The blast killed 4 to 6 Iraqis, U.S. Brigadier General Mark Kimmett said, and wounded 8. By the way, 5 more soldiers, U.S. soldiers, dead over the weekend, but CNN don't even have time.
No.
Certainly a Nazi network don't have time to put it on there
It's
anymore.
not even worth it
No.
to report it.
Too many bigger fish to fry. The explosion occurred about 9:45 a.m. Iraq time, about 656 feet west of coalition checkpoint number 12. You know what that's like, putting that in this story? It's like when there was that plane crash at MIA. What was that airline? Was it ValueJet?
That was one of them.
No, that was the one that crashed in the Everglades. What's
Right.
the one that crashed? That isn't the one. The one that was a cargo plane. Remember?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I forget.
And Tony Cigaretto comes on here, and it was a runway number 6E. Like, who the hell knows what you're talking about, you simpleton, you silly goose, you? Why is it that everybody who ever went to UM is such a simpleton?
Oh, that runway. That's my favorite runway.
Yeah, we know exactly where you're talking about now, Tony. That narrows it down for us. So we have a few more bumps along the road map there. That's what the quartet are saying. Of course, that's a little bit to the west of there, but they got all kinds of problems. Yeah. And yesterday on Meet the Press, Roland Colin, they tried to make him vanish right on your TV screen. And Tim Russert, speaking of the Buffalo boy, he was pissed off and foaming at the mouth. He said he's never seen anything like that. He's over there somewhere in the Middle East, pontificating and lecturing everybody and admonishing them about what a bunch of losers they are. In the meantime, he's one of the biggest sellouts and liars in history. Anybody remember Me Lie? Now's be a good time to be thinking about that. But anyway, so he's almost through with the interview, and I guess the assistant there, the female assistant to Colin Powell, she decided it was the time to go. Especially with that really embarrassing question about telling the UN about those weapons of mass destruction, how embarrassing that was, and do you have any second thoughts on that now? And just as Roland Colin is about to start answering the question, we see the camera pans off, and we see our palm trees. I thought we were in Florida again. Yeah. I thought Roland Colin suddenly morphed into Florida. Palm trees. And you heard this conversation. She's saying, oh, you're off now. That's it. And he's saying, no, we're not off. I can hear Tim. Tim? And Tim Russert's got that pale, pasty look, even worse than usual on his face, like he'd just seen a ghost. And he's just like, I appreciate it if your people would put you back on camera, Secretary Powell, blah, blah. And Colin Powell saying, yeah, get me back on, you like that. And then he let out one of those, and they got him right back on. And he answered a question about how he apologized, and it was based on faulty information, and how he never stole a freight train. And goodbye, Tim, and thank you so much. And called Russert from his plane to apologize. That's how embarrassed he was, because once again, these Nazis in there trying to manage the news. Really sad. 12 minutes after 10 at 560 WQM, your technically incompetent station. Make no mistake about it for the new millennium, man. But we are we're HD wee ready.
Watch your P's and Q's.
Yeah, watch your wee. Yeah.
Rogers. The message is, there are known knowns. There are things we know that we know.
Spout.
There are known unknowns. That is to say, there are things that we now know we don't know. But there are also unknown unknowns.
Spout.
There are things we do not know we don't know. And each year we discover a few more of those unknown unknowns.
Spout.
I believe what I said yesterday.
Well,
I don't know what I said, but I know what I think. And, oh, goodness, there are known knowns. You say I don't think so, although that's what I think.
Are you picking on Rumsfeld all day today?
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Now, just for your information, since you sit in here most of the time.
Yes.
When I'm elsewhere, this on-off thing don't work all the time either anymore.
No kidding.
Oh. You know, you'd think that since the last time I was here, if we had any kind of an engineering department, that they would come in here like put a new bulb in there. What happened is that the new bozo engineer, he jiggled it a little bit, and the bulb too, and it went on, so we just left it.
Right.
I mean, anybody with half a brain would realize it's probably on the way out. It needs to be replaced. It cost about 1/4 cent. Even the Beasleys aren't too cheap to buy, though. Well, you know, just stick it in there, okay, Mr. Engineer, Mr. Make-Believe Engineer. This is Fine Air. Somebody, thank you very much. One of our chronic faxes us. Fine Air was the name of the airline, which turned out to be not so fine.
We're
Chiffons
fine.
made that song. He's not so fine. No mo, because he's dead. Yeah, that was the one that had the cargo, too much cargo in the back or something.
Correct.
And the thing flipped,
it shifted
whatever.
And
that was on runway 6E West, the one that sticks right between Tony's ass and Jennifer Faloppi's armpit. That's the runway. Man, who cares, you know? But then again, he's a silly guy, perfect for a silly place. This is a silly place, make no mistake about it.
No question.
In fact.
I hate this place.
Yeah.
Nothing works here.
It's a joke.
The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years. Nothing works here. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years. I hate this place. Nothing works here.
But we'll make best we can. You'd think that by now Clarence would have come running in here and said, oh, well, the Mad Dog ain't going to be on. We got waiting for Bo Camper. Maybe Kim will bring you a refund check on your car today, because he may be on, I think. Mad Dog will not be on. What?
Okay, maybe.
No, he will not be on. I've already been told that, but who's going to be on it too? We are still working on it. We're going to pencil somebody in. Maybe it'll be Kimpa Bocamper. Could be, like I said. And if he shows up, he'll bring you that big cow from in front of the dealership, and he'll bring you a check for $450 to refund your money. They shouldn't have charged you at all. If he was a real friend, he'd say, okay, we'll slip it through there, you know. That's the way it should work in business.
In radio business. In
right, that's business. Right, in monkey business, friendly business. I mean, you know, if he was a real guy. But he's got to make a buck or no, he's a good guy, really is. Kimpa Bocamper. I don't know if he's going to be on or not because Clarence hasn't bothered to come in and tell us anything about that because he's too busy in there with his nose up Duff's ass. Anyway, the Humper in the studio. No, he said Shula steak too. Well, nothing's perfect. Returning from Baltimore and the Preakness. Now, even you must have seen the highlights of the Preakness.
No.
Smarty Jones winning by 11.5 lengths, just like Secretariat and the Belmont, man, just pulled away from that field and demolished him. Of course, unfortunately, what's that other horse I picked for third with Ken DeSormo? Didn't make it. Begins with an I. I forget what it was. Who the hell cares? I mean, what was it? Medallion? Mistake? Something. Anyway, he didn't make it. Finished fifth. But Smarty Jones, man, wins, and I think we got a Triple Crown winner this year. This is the kind of story, a horse story, that America needs during these difficult times. And now, for some strange reason, this thing won't print this crap out.
For some strange reason?
Yeah, just another technical problem. I'm trying to print this damn thing out because there's 8 million names on here. No, it worked all morning.
Okay.
But now that we're on the air, now it decided it didn't want to work. That's because my financial guy decided to finally fax me something to the number here as opposed to in Toronto. How is it possible that there's so many stupid people in one place?
Gravity?
He knows that I'm not here, and he faxes me information to Toronto and sends me an email about it.
Just so you have a copy there. So you don't have to take an extra piece of paper on the plane with you.
And speaking of financial people, George will be on tomorrow. That's the good news. Because I got to spend all day with Mitch Hirsch tomorrow. Settling our dispute. Hoping to get some money back out of those grave robbers tomorrow. So I have one of those mediation deals all day long.
Yeah, you're going to chat about your spat.
No, I'm not going to chat. I'm going to I'm going to squeeze some money out of them. Bunch of grave robbers. Oh, this stuff comes back so fast. You won't believe it. Yeah, I still don't believe it. Yeah. It comes back so fast. Just sit tight. They all got the same name. Snake oil salesman. That's what they all are. As a matter of fact, look at that market today. The market is not good, man. Wow. You know why they call it the Standard & Poor Index, don't you?
Right. Oh, I know.
Wow. Take a look at that if it ever comes up again. Mark Kimmett is... Bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-bop. Dow is down 108 point.
You mean after that horrible last week it was supposed to come back up?
And the NASDAQ is down 32.
There's your friend Ted.
Oh, my God.
Ted.
David.
On where? Oh, you're on the gambling channel? You don't have to go on there. All you have to do is go on CNN, certainly not Nazi Network, to see General Kimmett.
Structure from 33 to 45 brigades.
Yeah, right. Okay, here's the poll from, and let me tell you something. Some of you people, your taste is really, really unacceptable. The restaurant I was trying to think of, Brasserie Max.
Right.
That's the one that used to be Rick and Sud's sponsor.
Yeah.
And it used to be very good. I don't know if they're still in business even. Somebody probably will tell us if I ever take a call. Maybe this is line 1 is telling us about Brasserie Max. QAM.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'd like to speak to Neil.
Speaking.
Oh, how you doing?
Great.
Yeah, Neil, I'm a new listener. I just moved here from New York.
Oh, you don't want to be here. What did you do that for? Are you crazy?
Well, it's time. I like Florida. But anyway, I've been listening to you and this guy Phil Henry, and this is really great radio.
Yeah.
So anyway, Neil, I heard you last week saying that with all that's going on, John Kerry should be up by 30 points.
Yeah.
And the fact is that he's not. It's really, you know what the problem is? First of all, John Kerry's an awful candidate.
Yes.
He's a liar.
No, I wouldn't say he's a liar. He's just an equivocator.
Okay. And
Go back to New York, loser. Go suck on Phil's toenails, okay? Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but wait a second.
There's
another one.
There's another one.
Joe Zagacki sucks, okay?
There's another one. That's 4 of them. 4 of them that have been vanished.
Yeah, but wait a second.
I'll do it right on the air, okay? Okay?
Okay.
Okay, well, wait a minute.
Okay.
There it is. It should be back.
Okay.
There it is. What a technical wizard I am. Get lost, pal. Go back to New York, you loser. You idiot. They probably chased his ass out of the city. Plus, he sounded like he's from New England. He didn't sound like he's from New York.
Couldn't say his always.
No, he sounded like New England, like one of those Boston losers. Anyway, here's the poll from Friday. Maybe some of these people know about that Brasserie Max. QAM, hello.
Yeah, hi, Neil. I was just talking about that. That's what I wanted to talk about. Friday's show was Brasserie Max. I used to work there.
Is it still in business?
No, they went out. The mall screwed them because they were supposed to make it at Dan Marino's, and when it came time for the mall to come up with the money on the build-out, they ended up not coming up with it.
Oh, this town, man, it's terrible, isn't it? It was a good place.
Yeah, well, that mall just got sold again, from what I understand, like 2 weeks ago. I don't know what they're doing with that mall.
Brasserie Max.
Yeah, it was a good restaurant when I worked there.
Okay, thanks, pal. Have a great day.
You got it. Bye.
See, Brasserie Max, I told you, probably wasn't in business no more, and I was once again.
Absolutely correct, sir.
Lucked into it. Just like this morning, I got to get some blood tests. You know, I got the last year or two, I haven't done any of that stuff. I'm getting to that age. I need to start checking all my parts, see if they're working. And I had a card from a very nice guy, remember?
Sure, yes.
I went there 2 years ago in Davie, and they drew my blood. Didn't even charge me, which I'm not a schnorrer. I'm looking to pay, whatever, but if he wanted to be nice, that was fine too. And faxed me the results or emailed or whatever, and it was fine. So I got his card. I called this morning, and they had no idea who I was talking about. Ed who? Ed what?
Ed Wood.
Yeah, Ed Wood. Oh, yeah. Oh, call me, please, Eddie. Please, help me. So I called this place, and they're like long gone. That's Florida, man. This is the most transient place.
Schlock.
Brasserie Max, good restaurant, out of business. Let's do that poll again someday. All the restaurants that should still be in business but aren't. So many.
All the businesses that were good businesses.
Right.
That aren't.
That are gone, and now we got schlock people like Walmart. And that Israeli car dealer that you are, that repair mechanic. I've been begging you, of all people, to go to an Israeli, to do business
I'm
with.
not a bigot. I thought I'm not going to be prejudiced, even though I've heard all these stories all these years.
About Israeli businessmen. It has nothing to do with prejudice. It has to do with survival.
Apparently.
My God, why do you not look at them? They'll steal your matzah and, stab you.
Twice.
These Israeli business people.
Twice.
Don't go to them. I told you that. Don't blame me. I warned you.
All right.
So tell Kimba you want your money back. What?
They were very nice to me there.
Where?
At University.
University Dodge?
Yeah, when I went back.
Where they got the big cow from, there's Dan Dowd's. There's another place went out of business. And deservedly so. Oh! What a horrible place that was. Dan Dowd's. Man, oh man. Their meat was from, well, I don't know. Huh? Did you ever eat there?
No.
Oh, that's why you're still alive.
I ate at the Black Angus.
The Black Anus?
Yeah.
Oh, Duff's gonna get yeah, like that. Did you hear that this morning, that emotional cripple about that Boca Brian bit? Just because Duff comes on here and talks about painful defecation, that doesn't mean we're doing it on this show. Clean up your act, Muff, you idiot. Yeah, he's a potty mouth, make no mistake. Then he's in there censoring the Boca Brian bits. Well, he's got to do something, you know. Let me tell you right now about Financial Group. You've heard me talk about these people. They're incredible. Only one mortgage program with an unbeatable 1.25% rate for the purchase or refinance of your home. 1.25%, which means if you have a $100,000 loan, your payments are a mere $334 a month. If you have $200,000 loan, your payments are just $668 a month. And now they're advertising on TV. They're all over the radio. They're on your pop-up toaster. They're on the walls. This program's got everybody talking. The Only One Mortgage makes it possible, and only Financial Group makes it available. So refinance your current home, get money for renovations, move to another home, and never pay fees or closing costs again. You pay zero closing costs, zero credit bureau fees, zero application fee, zero discounted points, zero everything. This is for real. Just call Financial Group toll-free and learn more by making that call, 1-866-395-LEND. That's the Only One Mortgage. It's the only mortgage you'll ever need. 1-866-395-LEND. They're an equal housing lender. Credit restrictions apply. 4.25 APR. Rates subject to change monthly.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Rumsfeld, Donald Rumsfeld, his job may soon be history.
Anthrax.
From the town of D.C., he's responsible for the MP. Someday, maybe we will win the fight. Iraqis will stop screaming through the night. When you're Donald Rumsfeld, more Iraqis you'll defile. 'Cause that's your style, and naked men to the pile.
All right. Yeah, we're piling on old Donnie. This is, I got it turned almost all the way down now. It still sounds like I'm talking through a tomato soup can.
Yeah.
I'm ready to make one of Grace's tomato soup cakes like on Passions. I'm getting so worked up about this piece of crap. Joe faxes and says the name of the horse in question was Imperialism. Yeah, he ran fifth, ran bad. He was right there. He was in striking distance and puked in the stretch, as they say. You know what they always say? He puked in the stretch?
Who says that?
I always say that.
Oh.
Or Fat Rich sometimes says that. You know Fat Rich? Anyway, here's the poll result. We're a little bit behind here because, I don't know. Just
whatever.
Yeah.
Current events.
Yeah, current events in this place. Oh, God. This place should be. So anyway, getting back to the blood tests. So we got somebody is coming in here. Is it a guy, a she, he, she?
We don't know what's going to show up.
We don't know who's going to show up. Somebody, obviously a very well-trained person is going to show up with a needle. The needle, Watson! At about 11:30 and take my blood. They're going to be drawing my blood. Right on the air. This is the third time we've done it. It's old news. Dr. Mark was in here on one of his more coherent days, thank goodness, a couple of years ago. Remember that?
Sure.
On one of his few coherent days. Dr. Mark was here that day. And then, of course, I could have gone up there in the Tamarack and seen Dr. Dick, but I don't think I'm going to go see him.
Okay.
You remember him?
Not personally. I don't think we ever met.
You're lucky, okay? Echmer a doctor, as my dog used to say. But
I heard the stories.
Yeah, you heard the stories. They're all over town. So they're going to take the blood and then see if I'm still alive. And then tomorrow I got to go confabulate all day long. I didn't realize this deal takes all day.
Well, how would you know?
I wouldn't know, but I found out from my attorney, who tells me this morning that till 3, 4, whatever, all freaking day.
Is that pro-Bush attorney you're talking about?
No.
Different one.
Oh yeah, you think I'd have that guy involved in something like this? God Almighty! Oh, now this prints out. Now that I rebooted that printer there, now it prints out 400 times. Good. Just in case you lost some of it. Here's the poll from Friday. What is the best sit-down restaurant in South Florida today? It's still open. Ruth Chris, which was my choice. Look at that. 342 votes, which number one is pretty shocking because did you think that we had 342 people in this audience who could afford to eat a Ruth Chris?
No.
Well, they did. 20% of all of over 1,700 vote said Ruth Chris. Joe Stone Crab's 105. Yeah, the Beast likes Joe Stone Crabs. The hell with him. His taste. I mean, when you're dealing with a guy that's just a pig that eats at a trough, I mean, how can you trust his taste?
I don't.
High Life Cafe. Well, Clarence said his taste is in his tush, the Beast. High Life Cafe, 90. The Cheesecake Factory, 81. So evidently we got a lot of patient people out there who got served there sometime.
Apparently, yeah.
Wow. The Pizza Loft has 65 votes. They came in number 5. I mean, seriously. We love Jeff. He runs a couple of spots on the show once in a great while.
When you're in town.
When I'm in town. But 65 votes say the Pizza Loft is the best sit-down restaurant in South Florida? I mean, doesn't that strike you as being... I don't even know what to say about it. Emerald Coast 62, Christie's 51, P.F. Chang's 50, Anthony's Runway 84, and Houston's 48. Don't let me forget about
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well, and also, here's the trifecta. Anthony's Runway 84, Houston's, and the Big Cheese each had 48. The Big Cheese.
Oh, yeah, that joint.
It's a pizza joint on UM campus, okay? Had 48 votes. That's the best sit-down restaurant. See, this is what I'm telling you, man. This is a phantom place. A bunch of pizza joints. How can they be the best restaurant in town? Blue Moon Fish Company, 47. Smoky Bones Barbecue, 42. The Forge. I didn't even know you guys sneaked that on there.
I had no idea.
35. Bunch of plastic classholes. Fox's Sharon Inn, 34. La Ville Maison had 30. How come that's...
About 30, man.
Oh, there it is. The Rascal House, 29. So we got 29 old Jews who like being treated like barbarians out there. The Palm, 26. The Rustic Inn, 26. Capitol Grill, 23. Armadillo Cafe, 22. Should have been much higher. New York Prime, 21. Canyons, 20. Mark's Las Olas, 19. Krabby Jack's, 19. The Sage Cafe, 18. Casa de Angelo, 17. Cafe Tex-Mex, 16. Eduardo de San Angel, 15. That's where I feel like I'm in. The last part. La Brochette, 15. Cafe Abraci, 14. I'm sure that's not the right name. Abraci?
I don't know.
China Grill. Oh, let me tell you about in Amsterdam, there's a La Carreta. Right behind the Grand Krasnopolsky Hotel, there's a La Carreta. It sucks. What?
What? I'm not going to argue that.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's grotesque. You wouldn't send Celia Cruz to eat there even now. How, right. How now, dead cow? And we're not talking about the meat either, not La Carreta's. Now, what about here? You probably never ate there.
No, I have a long time ago. They're no Las Vegas. I'm a Las Vegas person. Las Vegas Cuban restaurants here in Broward County are the best.
Yeah.
They're great.
La Carreta? They must have
no,
some.
La Carreta's down in Dade.
They're in the airport.
Yeah. I ate there once. It's mediocre.
So they must know some of Mayor Pequeña's assistants they got in the airport.
Yeah.
They must have smeared somebody
big,
somewhere.
But,
China Grill 14, La Veranda 13, Norman's 13. I have no idea what that is. I remember Norman's Market. That's still open. Norman's Produce down in Kendall. It's a good place.
Never heard of it.
Norman Brothers Produce?
Before my time.
No, they're still around.
Are they?
Siam Cuisine 13, Azul 13, Cafe Montranos, which I'm sure is misspelled, and Scotty's Landing, and Il Molino's 13, and Mumbo Jumbo 13. Il Molino's, let me say it again. What's wrong with you people in Plantation? Is your taste in your tush or what? That was a great place. That was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
You know where it was?
Sure, I ate there once.
It's like by, what the hell is it, by the Fountain Shops, just a little south of there, right by Broward Boulevard and Peters Road. University and Peters Road. It was excellent.
Fine place.
And the other one, the one they're talking about here is the one that's still open in Fort Lauderdale by the Gateway Theater there on Sunrise. But the other one in Plantation was probably a little bit too good. I don't know. We sure got a lot of fast food joints out there. We got a lot of schlock, a lot of crap. That's where the taste is in this town. Crap. We got a McDonald's at every other street corner. We got a Wendy's. We got a Arby's. Oh, man. Anyway, Black Orchid 12. Texas de Brazil 11, Jimmy's and Alexander's 10. It finally dawned on me, you know what Jimmy's is?
I give up.
They used to be a sponsor of mine 100 years ago, Jimmy's and Latta's, with like the same family, and then they went their own way, Latta's and Jimmy's. It's like a sit-down, like a diner kind of a place.
Okay.
Now, how can a place like that be the best sit-down restaurant in town?
Good food.
Alexander's 10, Gianni's 9, Blue Door 9, Sushi Blues and Blue Monk Cafe 8, Barton G, Arturo's, and Fulvio's each had 7. Where did they tell us Fulvio's moved to?
I forgot.
Because it used to be on Davie Road Extension by Armadillo Cafe. It's a very good place. Villa Rosa 5, with that ersatz thin Italian pizza. It's supposed to be. It's not. It's crap. Bavarian Village 5. Cafe Night, that's my opinion, okay? A lot of people like Villa Rosa, and I went there one time, a long time ago. Remember they recommended that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got that same, like in Italy, the same real thin pizza. It was as dry as sawdust. Cafe 1909, Michael's Kitchen 3, Gary Woo's Bistro 2. And what about Arnie Woo Ginsberg's? Hollywood Prime 1, and Metro Kitchen and Bar had 1 out of all of those votes. I don't think they liked the poll to begin with. I thought it's a good poll.
It was a good poll.
In fact, maybe killed a day. Maybe some people got some good suggestions there and went and had some good chow over the weekend at some of those great places like the Big Cheese. Or maybe some of this crowd went to Chuck E. Cheese. That sounds like right up their alley. Let's all go for lunch to Chuck E. Cheese.
All right.
Yeah.
They got beer.
By the way, did anybody come in and tell us who's doing 2 to 4 today, or are we still working on it?
No.
Idiots. Boy, don't hand them a heavy assignment, man. That's what Clarence told me. Don't hand me anything heavy. That's why he sticks with the beast.
He's heavy.
19 before the hour. Look at this. The 5th most popular restaurant in all of South Florida. The Pizza Loft is back because I'm in town briefly. What? I don't know what you're laughing about. And don't let him in here anymore either. He's never coming in here again. The one and only Pizza Loft. No BS coupons like the other joints because Pizza Loft every Thursday offers a special where you buy any entree, and the second one is only half price. That's every Thursday. Every Tuesday, like tomorrow, you buy 1 eggplant dinner. It's the second one is only $5. Again, you don't need any special coupon, no song and a dance. And every Monday, like today, you buy 1 lasagna dinner, and the second one is only $5. And guess what? You guessed it again. No coupon necessary. He says, hold the poupon and the coupon. And, of course, the formula for success at the Pizza Loft is it's consistently delicious. They always give you gigantic portions. Everything is cooked fresh. It's the only restaurant in the country with no microwave. Do you believe that? That's what it says here.
That must be true.
Does that mean in the county or in the country? No microwave and everything is either baked or sautéed. I think that's a lie. But anyway, what? The only restaurant in the country with no microwave?
Maybe it means county.
It says country right here, and Skippy, he don't make mistakes. And, of course, it's almost 200 seats at the Loft, so you don't have to wait on the weekends, Friday or Saturday, stand on those long lines like most Broward joints. They deliver the same full menu right to your door from west to Flamingo and north to Sunrise, south to Pines Boulevard, east to 441. And, of course, what would be nice in this copy, which I already know it, would be the location that they're in. To give you an idea, they're on University Drive between Griffin and 595 in a Pizza Loft Plaza, in the Pier 1 Plaza. right beyond Pier 1 Imports. Whatever. Well, I noticed the other one in the Plantation's got another name now, and there ain't nobody in it. Private rooms available, catering for home or office as little as $5 per person. It's still great. It's still fantastic. And obviously, beloved by all out there that like to yank on Jeff's ponytail. Call 954-916-8880 for takeout or delivery for the world-famous Pizza Loft in Davie.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. WQAM.
It's the hot new game that's sweeping the country. Jihad Jenga. It's the Iraqi stacking game that lets you pile up the points by piling up the prisoners. And it's really fun because they're naked. Just slide out a Shiite from the bottom and toss him on top. Careful, if you pull on the wrong part, you'll be sorry, and so will he. The last one to stack an Iraqi without making the Bush administration collapse is the winner. Jihad Jenga, a Milton Badley game. And if you like Jihad Jenga, try Tikrit Twister, the game that ties Iraqis up in knots.
I'm listening.
1046 at 560. Well, congratulations to you, Mo. What do you got?
Nothing for you.
Oh, you're just in here grabbing stuff again?
Right.
Grab this. Anyway, here's our poll question today. What movie had the greatest impact on you? Now, you want to know why I'm asking that?
Why are you asking that?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute. Before we do that, the Michael Moore movie is coming out. And I had a story on it here somewhere, but I guess I won't find it in the middle of my pile. Fahrenheit 9/11. Where the hell is it? It's in here somewhere. It's in my pile. Make no mistake about it. Anyway, and that inspired me to ask this question. I think we've done it before, right?
This?
Or maybe not.
Not like this, no.
Well, there you go. Not like this. Maybe we did it like fairly close, but not like this. What movie had the greatest impact on you? I started with 3, okay? Not what several movies had the greatest impact on you. Not
how many can I name?
Not what movie. How many movies can you name?
Oh, I know a good one. And here's another one. And this one was pretty good, too.
Not give us a list of every movie that was ever made, and maybe we might humor you and put it on there. Oh, I still can't find that damn thing. About Fahrenheit 9/11, a Michael Moore story. It's in here somewhere. It's in my gigantic pile. Anyway, I put on Bowling for Columbine, Network, and Godfather. Now, I only put on Godfather because, obviously, it's the whole saga.
Right.
Got it?
We got it.
I don't want to start with this. Well, what about Godfather 2, and what about Godfather 3? Had a big impact on Eli Wallach, unfortunately, much toward later the movie. Yeah. And Mary, Dad, shoot her again, okay, just to make sure that bitch. Boy, I hate her. Sofia Coppola. She couldn't act her way out of a paper sack. In fact, the paper sack should be on top of her head.
And that movie really blew, by the way.
No, it did not.
No, the rules Lost in Translation that she supposedly won all these awards
the one that
for.
they were raving about?
Snore.
Well, that's because they feel sorry for her. She's got that enormous honker, okay? And they feel sorry
so bad
for her.
it could have been French.
Plus, her name ends in a vowel, see? Sophia's got the proper vowel movement. So if she was bad in Godfather 3, she must be great in Lost in Translation. Or just like Lost in Space, which is where she ought to be. She can't act. She can't sing. She can't dance. She's grotesque looking. Other than that, she's dynamite. Oh! And as far as the dynamite's concerned, honey. Anyway, Bridget Nielsen. No relation to Leslie Nielsen.
That we know of.
No, and he's Canadian. She's Danish.
Okay.
She's Danish.
She's Danish?
She was born July 15th, 63, so she's like 40, almost 41, in Rødovre, Denmark. You ever been in Denmark?
No.
I just came back from Copenhagen. And anybody who says Copenhagen like Bill, what's his name, that idiot in the morning there, Bill Hummer on CNN, get with it, okay? Only Goyim say that, Copenhagen. It's Copenhagen, you simpleton. He's all around the world doing the news. He don't even know how to pronounce Copenhagen. Bill Hummer. Who the hell is she kidding? Anyway, Bridget Nielsen, she's on there. She's an actress, model, presenter, singer, all of these things. Sometimes credited as Git Stallone Nielsen or Git Nielsen, something like that. Dodgeball, this is some of her 8,000 movies she was in, a true underdog story. Doomsdayer, Hostile Environment, like this place. That's a perfect movie for this place, Hostile Environment. She's Too Tall, Paparazzi. And by the way, let me say it again, Geldie, Joe Rose don't watch on his show, okay, just in case you missed it earlier. I may do an hour on that. No, Joe had 2 big hours in there. He had a 5, 3, and 8 o'clock hour, another 5, 3, and a 9 o'clock hour. That's a big number in there in the morning. And
Respectable.
and will only go higher because 2/3 of that book, you know who was on the air. The real Howard, not the one we got, not the make-believe Howard. Stern was on there. And I don't need to see him anymore on CNN, on the Nazi News Network. Did you see that thing?
No,
They must have shown it 400 times
no.
all weekend. Between him and Al Anus Morissette with her phony pasties and all that crap.
Although I saw pictures of Paul and Ron on Channel 10 this morning.
Oh, God, and you still showed up for work? Holy cow, he must be desperate.
I'm a trooper.
Wow. I saw those pictures. I'd be a pooper, not a trooper. I'll tell you that right
You
now.
know that
man,
young Ron?
Man. Compelling evidence, paparazzi, Fantagiro 5, whatever the hell that is, a TV movie, Snowboard Academy, Galaxis, codename Silencer, Chained Heat. She was in a few. Moonlight by Domino, Bye Bye Baby, Beverly Hills Cop 2, Cobra, Rocky 4, etc.
And
So
you know
Bridget
they
Nielsen
were
is
married,
behind
right?
the beaded curtain. If
You knew that, right?
What?
That they were married, that Mrs. Sylvester Stallone for a while.
Her?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
her
how
claim to fame,
sad.
yeah.
Oh, how pathetic.
Absolutely.
And in his case, we don't have to conjecture about what it was, what the attraction was, because everybody's
Money.
already seen that movie, okay? I mean,
It was cold
he
in there.
should have been in Butterflies Are Free. Or Butterflies Are Me, something like that for Sly Stallone, man. He's just tragic. Can he act?
No.
Does he look good?
No.
Is he well endowed?
No.
No. Tragic. He ain't got nothing going for him. He's a multimillionaire. And don't be talking bad about him because Mama lives down here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mama lives down here. What the hell's her name?
Jackie.
Jackie Stallone.
Another one.
Another great talent.
Crackpot.
Ah! Careful now.
Oh, we're just talking about drugs.
I wanted to get out of here anyway early. Jesus Christ, just tone it down a couple of notches, or Muff and Clarence are both going to come running in here and drag you out with a hook. That's after they tell us who's going to be on between 2 and 4. In fact, when the guy comes with a needle at 11:30, don't let him go. I got some I got some other suggestions where he can take that needle.
Rectum.
Yeah, right into Muff's orifice would be a good place to start. And then you can finish off with Clarence. Boy, oh boy, what a place. I think I finally got this adjusted now that I got these almost all the way off.
Yeah.
You're right. When we started, it was fine, and somebody diddled with stuff in there again and just twisting. It's that Robert Grieper. He's got to have naked pictures of everybody in his building.
Because I want to see him.
Because he is totally inept. He's nothing but trouble. He goes out of his way to make everything technically a joke. He was sitting in there, or was he off today? No, he was in there when Pharrell was on the air. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Sure.
So how come he's still here?
Those pictures you were talking about.
That must be it. How come he didn't get his ass fired?
That was beautiful, Pharrell.
Yeah. Robert Grieper, man, this is one of those people must have the goods on Greg Reed, I'll tell you that. Of course, everybody's got the goods. You know, Screw-Ann, the Water Nazi, they all got the goods. Even Gary Sarner, that's why he's still here. It sure can't be because of the job he's doing in the sales department. Priest confesses to sex abuse. A former Catholic priest extradited from Britain to New Zealand to face charges of sexually abusing teenage boys admitted his crimes in a court near Wellington today. Not Wellington, Florida, but over there, down there. I can't say this.
Careful.
Alan Woodcock, 56, formerly of Upper Hutt, admitted to indecently assaulting boys in the lower North Island towns of Silverstream and Palmerston North between 82 and 85 while working as a teacher. Hey, teach. Hey, Mr. Woodcock. Police said he had lived in England since the late... That's his name, okay? That's his damn name. He's one of those down-under people. A lot. Police said he had lived in England since the late 80s before a high court ordered him to return to New Zealand for trial. The head of the teaching order, Father Dennis O'Hagan, he's probably kin to Tom Hagen, said outside the court that the church authorities knew Woodcock had a conviction for committing sexual indecencies with an adult male before he was placed in a teaching position. Oh, I wonder what position that was. He was placed in a teaching position. It was a very bad mistake, but expert advice was that he wouldn't be a threat to people, O'Hagan said. He also apologized to the boys who had filed complaints with church authorities at the time but had been ignored. The judge ordered that Woodcock be kept in jail till he's sentenced on June 25. Yeah. Those silly people down under, man. Oh, and a good story, an important story that we had on our website, which nobody's going to believe, but it's from Pravda. Pravda, you know, means truth in Russian, don't you?
Da.
It says, Peter Havlasa writes, could Nicholas Berg's execution be fake? Now, you've seen it. Did you
No,
watch it?
I didn't see it.
Oh.
We have it. I didn't
We
watch
have it,
it.
but you didn't watch it. I've
Right.
talked to people who've watched it, and they said it's not very compelling. There's just a lot of holes in the story. Anyway, I think what we'll do is do the break, and then I'll read this when we come back, because I don't want to have to do one of those rush jobs. Plus, we want to get thousands of great calls on here today, like this one on line 6, I bet you is great. QAM.
Show's getting stiff.
What did I tell you?
Live and local.
There he is.
This is Sports Radio 560.
Mr. Mental.
QAM.
Mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Oh!
It's new and it's at Burger King. Godfather Trilogy action figures. They're fun for the whole family. Collect all 10 mob action figures with each Whopper, fries, and super large drink. And that's a super large drink, no exceptions. Get Sonny in his favorite garbage can so you can beat the crap out of Carlo after he punches out Sonny's sister. Or get the bullet-riddled body of Sonny after he gets it at the Jersey toll booth. Wow, isn't that great? Impress all your friends with the Don himself.
I'll make him an offer he can't refuse.
So start organizing your neighborhood now and get the Godfather action figures. Remember, it's only business, and it's at Burger King.
If it's at Burger King, one thing to keep in mind, don't eat it. Here's a couple for the pool, Star Wars. Now, are you putting these on there or what?
Yes, as best as I can.
What do you mean by that? What else are you doing besides hawking and trying to put Miguel in
It's
there?
this computer thing is what it's all about.
Oh, you mean they haven't bought you that new computer that they lied through their teeth about and said that they were replacing all these computers and putting brand new computers in there? And they're just going to sit around and wait and see if I'm going to buy a new one for in there, which the answer is no. No, I spent enough of my money already on equipment that the Beasley should have bought and paid for. The Exorcist, get that on there right away, okay? Yeah, that should have come to my mind. Why the hell didn't it? That had one hell of an effect.
Father, could you help an old altar boy? I'm a Catholic.
The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
Okay, calm down. Father Merrin, he was okay in my book. Remember Father Merrin with the briefcase?
Sure.
I like when he was standing on that mountaintop over there in the desert. How can there be a mountaintop in the desert? But he was standing on a
Happens
mountaintop.
all the time.
Yeah. And there was that evil demon on the other side, that evil spirit.
Right. Pazuzu.
I beg your pardon? Bless you.
Thank you.
Star Wars, you got that? Star Wars, The Exorcist, there's a couple of more. We'll get a whole bunch of them on here, but we're taking our time, okay? We got bigger fish to fry than a bunch of stupid movie titles today.
Fried fish.
Bigger fish to fry. We got that guy coming and take my blood test. And then all day tomorrow I'm going to be oh, brother, I want my money back. You know, I want a refund. Oh, this stuff comes back so fast. Yeah, right. Snake oil salesman, okay? A.K.A. stockbrokers, same difference. You all belong in jail, behind bars. You too, Ted David. I don't care how many first names you got. Peter Havlasa in Pravda says, given the incomprehensible jungle of information, the very first question when viewing this video of an American civilian, N. Berg's execution, should be whether it is even true. There appear to be a few problems with it, casting doubt on its authenticity. If these questions aren't answered, one should be wary of the entire matter and be advised not to give in to the patriotic blindness brought on by the emotional charge this video packs. Oh, this room. Consider these inconsistencies with the video before making up your mind. Number one, the CIA claims it's examined the video and concluded that the hooded figure is Zarqawi, a high-level al-Qaeda operative. However, anyone who has seen the video will attest to the fact that there's no way to identify anyone from it, including the victim. Second, according to a U.S. military report April 3rd, Zarqawi was killed in the bombing of Fallujah. The CIA does not elaborate whether Zarqawi is magically sprung back to life or whether the April report was wrong. Kind of like Chemical Ali. Remember, we killed him a whole bunch of times.
Right.
Two, the U.S. media claimed that Zarqawi lost a leg in 2001. Now it says that he did not lose his leg after all. This flip-flop seems too coincidental as the purported figure in the video doesn't appear handicapped. The U.S. doesn't elaborate on which intelligence is wrong. Three, the U.S. media says the audio that N. Berg was executed in retaliation to the U.S. prison abuse. The reaction of the media was far too quick. It moved straight to using it to make a comparison between prison humiliation and beastly killing, saying to the shocked public, look, we only humiliated them in the prison. Look what these animals do to us. It was quick to point out that what the terrorists do to Americans is far worse than what the U.S. is doing to Iraqis, as if we didn't already know about 9/11. Oh, they're a bunch of barbarians. Oh, no Schmidt. There are several problems with this. First, there have been numerous reported deaths in the U.S. prisons caused by severe beatings, so comparing humiliation to death is the wrong comparison. Second, The tortures and abuses have gone on for over a year. If al-Qaeda were in the business of avenging prison abuse, it would have already done it, and probably on several occasions. Otherwise, it means that al-Qaeda gets their information from CNN, or that it just happened to be a coincidence matching Abu Ghraib prison pictures with this video. It's very unlikely that al-Qaeda would and could engage in the synchronized U.S. media play. The timing of the video release and media attempts to whip up an anti-Islamic frenzy suggest a media ruse timed perfectly to deflect the mounting outrage and condemnation of the U.S. military. 4. The voice on the video says that an offer was made to the U.S. military to exchange N. Berg for some of the prisoners in Abu Ghraib. The U.S. has not commented on this. 5. The Bergs claim their son was detained by the U.S. and are blaming their son's death on the U.S. military, but the U.S. says that N. Berg was never detained, instead was offered a free plane ride from Iraq. It does, however, seem that in order to offer a plane ticket, the U.S. military must have had some dealing with N. Berg. In any case, he disappeared when in U.S. custody. Yeah, if they never had him in custody, how could they have offered him a free trip?
Shut up.
How could they have made him an offer he couldn't refuse? Yeah. And 6. The victim in the video is wearing an orange prison jumpsuit, the kind seen in pictures of Guantanamo inmates. It's hard to believe that al-Qaeda terrorists would be supplying their victims a regulation outfit. None of the recently kidnapped hostages in Iraq, Japanese and Italian, wore any uniform outfits whatsoever. 7. A human head contains 1.5 gallons of blood, yet the freshly decapitated head shown in the video is leaking none. Neck artery would squirt a foot-long geyser of blood. There is no evidence of that either. Only one answer lends itself here. The video was doctored. Either a portion was clipped out or the beheading never took place as shown, with the possibility of the victim being already dead. 8. The victim never resisted the killing. Even when on the ground, only one person sufficed to completely subdue N. Berg. The article aims at proving or alleging nothing. The point is to provoke doubt and hopefully stave off a few readers from becoming an easy emotional target and a news puppet, it says. And then somebody faxed me an article from Prison Planet, from Infowars.com, which is fine about the same topic. The only problem being that half of it is chopped off, including in some very important parts. It says, remember 2 years ago the fact Bin Laden in the blurry video telling us that the carried out 9/11, the word is missing. It's at the end, the fat Bin Laden. The government later admitted it was a fake, but wouldn't say who created it. Lots of lies, lots of fakery. Do not believe your government. Do not believe your general manager. Do not believe your sales department. That's for damn sure, okay? Whatever you do, if you work in this business or know anybody who's ever been in this business, do not believe your sales department because they're all full of crap, believe me.
Hiya, Pally!
Yeah, go to Buffalo, okay? Get out of my face. You make me nauseous. Nobody doing any more ambushes in here either, you idiot. Fat boy. Brother. Who was it that said another ambush? Who said that this morning when he came in here with the client?
Me.
You said that?
Yeah.
Who'd you say that to?
You?
No, but you said to somebody else, to Clarence?
Possibly. Yeah, it was Clarence.
Clarence, by the way, who's still our program director, hasn't bothered telling us who's going to be on between 2 and 4. This entire QM audience, anticipating that big must-win game for the Heat against Indiana, whatever the hell their name is, and the Marlins winning that game yesterday. It's finally salvaged a game in that St. Louis series. All of these things going on, not to mention Touchy-Feely, the quarterback. And they're anticipating somebody's going to be on it, too, to fill the Mad Dog's shoes, which is no easy task. They'd like to know who it's going to be so they can adjust themselves psychologically, you know? Right?
Maybe it's embarrassing.
Oh, you mean the big is going to be on? Or maybe even worse, that would be embarrassing. Kimba Beaucamp ain't all that great on the air, but he's not embarrassing. You don't say somebody that big is embarrassing.
No.
No.
You don't.
He'll come barreling in here, just knock
you
you
that they're great.
right through that freaking wall.
Say,
by the way, the bill had another O on it. It's 4,500, an extra on it. FCC upholds indecency fines against KNDD. Seattle FMer gets $12,000 penalty for Savage talk. That's not Michael Savage, unfortunately. The commission has denied an appeal from Entercom that had asked the FCC to rescind a $12,000 fine handed to alternative radio KNDD 107.7 The End.
Rectum.
In Seattle. For the airing. Who's going to be on between 2 and 4, you blockhead?
Curtis!
Oh, that's okay. Curtis is good. He's sure better than Bo. I'm sorry. Well, no, he's better on the air than Bo. You'd admit that. Well, you don't listen to the sports show.
I wouldn't
know.
Well,
Curtis sounds like, a little more articulate. Anyway. For the airing of material deemed indecent during morning drive, and particularly the commission penalized The End for 2 separate 2001 broadcasts of the Andy Savage Show, which no longer airs on the station. On each of the days cited, Savage and his morning show team discussed whether and how a penis could be used to lift or pull objects. The discussion led Savage, pictured, and boy, what a porker. He looks like, vintage Tampa, not Seattle. It led Savage to award concert tickets to listeners who agreed to appear in studio to pull objects with their penises. Entercom unsuccessfully argued that the on-air material did not meet the FCC's indecency definition and that the definition itself was unconstitutional. Savage departed KNDD in late September 2003, has been doing mornings at Infinity's crosstown classic alternative KRQI since April 1, no fooling. Oh, the needle guy's here? Good. The needle, please, Watson. So the guy's going to come in here and take a couple of gallons of blood, so I'll play some really long bit. Like maybe
I have no life.
The whole song by Dennis Leary. I guess not. That'll teach that Clarence a thing or two when we play the whole song by Dennis Leary over and over again. Okay, we'll get to the pool now. Just relax. What movie had the greatest impact on you ever? 56 votes. The Godfather 24. Bowling for Columbine 20. Network 6. Star Wars 5. The Exorcist 1. Well, thank goodness we got a nice lady coming here to take my blood, because I can tell right off she ain't going to vote for Bush.
Sharon, no way.
Sharon's not voting for Bush. No way. See, she's laughing, but she knows. She's voting for Kerry because she said Bush is scary. That's what I heard her say. Trust me. Anyway, so we're going to, in fact, this is going to be just like that execution video, right? The blood,
just like it.
The blood's
right.
going to be spurting up in the ear here, all
and
that
we'll
stuff.
Watch your eyes.
Don't mess with my veins now, Sharon. Believe me, I got very tender veins. Do a real line. No, I've done this a million times. I'm not one of those real, I'm not queasy at all.
Mother.
No, not me. Why, are you?
No.
No.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I've been pricked more times than a pincushion.
I'm married.
I see. Well, in that case. 11 past 11 at 560 WQAM. Vroom is where it's at. It's not just your ordinary TV. It's high-definition TV delivered via satellite dish and HD receiver. The picture is so superior to regular TV, you won't believe it. The quality is like comparing the latest DVD to a scratchy old early kinescope. Voom is the only entertainment system designed for high-definition TV. It's got the most HD TV anywhere and provides all the equipment necessary to enjoy the ultimate HD TV experience, including the satellite dish, HD receiver, and the remote as well, of course. And Voom has got over 30 channels of HD programming. You can watch ESPN in high definition. That's 3 times more than you get from cable. And they've got all your other favorite channels like HBO, MTV, even those local yokel channels, too. Voom has got over 120 channels of great entertainment waiting for you. Voom even has exclusive channels of HD movies, music, and sports that you can't even get from your satellite or cable. So with Voom, you get everything you have now, plus all these awesome new high-definition channels, too. So make your set worthwhile. Call Voom today at 1-866-848-8666 or visit them on the web for a limited-time offer at Voom.com. Free installation, no upfront cost, no long-term commitment. That's part of this great deal. Call them today and start Vooming right away because the offer ends May 31. Call 1-866-848-8666 or on the web it's Voom.com.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
If there's ever a doubt, we should just take him out, Hussein. Go to Baghdad downtown, blow to the ground, Hussein. He just lies full of flies, hope he dies, Hussein. How a ass you can kiss, you wanna inspect this, Hussein. Had a boat, your mother looks like a goat, Hussein. He just lies full of flies, hope he dies, Hussein. He's insane. Cause had the knack to destroy Iraq Hussein. He just lies, he likes guys, hairy thighs. Hussein. Don't you try and deny, say bye-bye.
Oh!
Hussein. Hussein, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, 11:18 at 560 WQAM. I've just had 2 gallons of blood taken on. I feel
Look like
just
it.
great.
Little lightheaded?
No, that was the best job I ever had. I mean, didn't feel anything. It was fantastic. The only problem being now that I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. See that? Which I never do that. Maybe it's my plavix. You think so?
I think it's your diabetes.
Huh? Is it my diabetes and my plavix and my whatever else? Whatever it could be. That's okay. Yeah, one more Band-Aid would be great. Great job, Sharon. Thank you. Okay, 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. 81 votes so far. What movie what movie had the greatest impact on you? See, I don't mind the needle, but when they pull off that Band-Aid, holy moly, man, that just kills me.
So you're supposed to shave it.
Yeah,
and you're
I got a line for that, but I can't say it no more. Okay, let's stop bleeding. And the arm, too. 81 votes so far. Well, we only got 5 things on there because I'm busy getting my blood drawn, okay, to see if I'm still alive. Excellent, beautiful. Okay, Godfather's got 32, Bowling for Columbine 28, Network 10, Star Wars 8, and The Exorcist has got 3, okay? I think we'll probably have a whole bunch.
About 30, man.
By the time we get done with this fiasco today. Now, who we got? Oh, we got Curtis Stevenson 2 to 4 this afternoon, the Humper from Shula Steak 2 at 4, Hurricane Hotline at 7, we got the Big at 8, and we apologize up front for that. Eddie K is back at his usual time, 10 to 2. Got it? And now let's, I don't want to delve too deeply because I don't want to stick my nose in other people's business, but that business about Joe Rose and Geldie, that ain't going to happen. Not if Joe has his way.
Right. And
Joe
he's
is
in
real.
the driver's seat, ain't
Joe Rose is real happy right now. He's got big numbers in there between 8 and 10 for a change, which is refreshing for a lead-in for us. And if it's not broken, don't fix it, Greg. Leave it alone, please. Now, as far as like 5 to 8 in the morning, that's wide open. You know, there's all kinds of speculations about that. And now that Mo and I are on such good speaking terms, why mess with him?
Maybe you guys could do a show together.
Maybe Geldie is the problem there, you think? Maybe that's the problem. We ought to do a poll on that. Like, you can do that tomorrow.
All right.
Huh? Who is the weakest link? You think?
Okay.
I think it's Geldie with that real squeaky high voice, you know. Who wants to listen to that when they get up in the morning?
Mornings are the whole station.
Oh, whatever you like.
Done that before.
Whatever you like. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Did you
Your buddy.
catch the Preakness?
Oh, God. Now, just relax, okay?
Hmm?
He's all excited because he knows I'm back in town. We're very close. Yeah, catch this, Reverend Jones, okay? Catch this. WQAM, hello.
Title for the poll?
Yes, sir.
Scarface.
Scarface had the most impact.
Yep.
Okay, thanks, pal. Scarface. Oh, and speaking of that, did you see the pictures, I'm sure you did, of the big phony rally that they had in Cuba? I don't want to get anybody here in South Florida offended, but for once in his life, Castro was making some sense.
Mandatory attendance.
Yeah, but they had all those pictures of Bush with a mustache and all the swastikas saying that Bush is a fascist.
Nice artwork, yeah.
Huh?
Nice artwork on those pictures.
Yeah.
I appreciated it.
Thanks very much. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, here's all of this stuff. I'll be expecting those results in about 10 minutes. Thank you. Oh. Well, I'll wait till she leaves. Then we'll say something real nice. No, that was a good job. See, a lot of people, now you know who it is who's a real wuss? Todd Dreck. Do you remember that when those back in the day when he actually was coming in here, which was bad? And he was bugging me about his cholesterol, and he's worried about this, and he kept running over it on a scale. This is a guy that weighs about 25 pounds soaking wet. He's about 2 feet tall, comes up to your kneecap, and he's giving me a song and dance about his cholesterol. She was great. Integrated Medical Services, Inc. They're in Pembroke Pines. And they not only do blood testing and drug testing, George.
Yeah.
But they come right to you.
I just had a drug test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what was I just saying about that? about Todd Dreck. So anyway, the reason he wouldn't go to the doctor is because he's afraid to get his blood drawn. He's a little see, which we can't say it on the air anymore, but he is. If you look up, see in the dictionary, you'll see Todd Dreck's picture right next to it. What a wuss. We can say that. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I got one for the poll.
Okay.
Psycho.
Psycho was fantastic. That's what Tony Perkins said. You know that he was in the shower with Tab Hunter?
I didn't know that.
Now
I
you
couldn't
know.
take a shower for years after that.
I'll bet. Okay, thanks a
Child.
lot.
Okay, take it easy.
In fact, now what was her name? Don't tell me. Because she was one of the stars of the movie, and she was in it for like 5 minutes, and then she got killed in the shower.
Right.
Her name was, you know who it is?
Sure.
Psycho with Tony Perkins, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Martin Balsam also got killed. He knocked him down the stairs. Yeah, like that. And her name was, I have no idea. Give me a clue.
Well, Tony Curtis had sex with her.
Tony Curtis had sex with her?
Yeah, in
Jamie
real life.
Lee?
Close. That's what they made. That's what they made.
Well, how does that help me?
Wasn't it Janet Leigh?
Oh, Janet Leigh. Janet Leigh. Very good. We could have said here, if you would have said Pinky Lee, that might have helped. Or, what was it, Brenda Lee?
Vivian Leigh.
No,
it was Janet Leigh.
Janet Leigh played the poor young lady who was
Shower
looking
lady.
for the hotel. Yeah. And
She
she
was a
got
honey.
in the shower. What?
She was a honey.
Yeah. She was no Celia Cruz, but you can't have everything.
Who is?
And she cruised right over there to the Bates Motel, where it was kind of like the Roach Motel. They checked in, but they didn't check out.
They checked out his taxidermy collection.
I heard that Tony Perkins checked out Tab Hunter's collection. 5670560, pound 560. Every time I think of that, I get goosebumps. That's pretty exciting. It is. Well, you don't know that much about Tab Hunter, man. That's before your time.
I've seen pictures.
He used to be a real prudy guy, you know?
Yeah.
Very terrible actor. Couldn't sing.
I saw that movie he did with Divine.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sonny James someday just walked up behind Tab Hunter. Bada bing, this is for Young Love, okay? Remember that song, Young Love?
Oh,
yeah?
God.
Well, that was done by Sonny James. It was the #1 hit. And then Tab Hunter, who couldn't sing a lick. He maybe could lick, but he couldn't sing. And he covered it on Dot Records and also had a big hit on it, Young Love. Young Love, First Love. I mean, he couldn't sing it. He kind of sounded like Kim Bocamper. Had kind of that sound, you know, Tab Hunter.
I'm sure glad he's not coming in today.
What? Hey, you don't have to worry
He's
about
like
me
Luca
and
Brasi.
Kim. Me and Bocamper are tight, okay?
He's a very scary
good,
man.
He's good people, okay?
And they're scared of him over there at University Dodge.
Are they?
They talk about him like Luca Brasi.
Well, they should. They should. He towers over them.
Right? Over everybody.
In fact, that's why they put that statue out front, because they cower when he comes to work in the morning. 56705. I'm incoherent, and it's this place
Right,
again.
you're lightheaded.
It's
They
this
just
place.
took all your
no,
blood
I'm not
out.
lightheaded. She did take several vials. She said,
Yeah, I
"Man,
saw
that's
that.
vile." Although I've
All
never had
kinds.
that happen before, but it's probably because I'm taking that Plavix now. You
Probably.
know?
But it's a blood thinner for your heart.
Yeah. So I don't have a whole
Right.
series of strokes anymore when I come in this place. Have to do a show like this.
Two-stroke engine is plenty.
Right. Godfather 39, Bowling for Columbine's got
About 30, man.
what movie had the greatest impact on you? I like this poll, and again, Fahrenheit 51 is coming on. I know I had that story here. Of course, I was being bothered by so damn many people in here to say, "Oh, Neil, welcome back." Okay, see, and they think I'm being a bastard.
Right.
I just had a lot, as you know, I have a lot of stuff to take care of, okay, in a very short period of time. And they keep coming in here like I really want to see them. I don't, and they probably don't want to see me either, you know. Don't feel bad if you don't come in. Duff, I mean, all of these people. Oh, gee, it's so great to see you. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm the same fat slob that I was before, okay? There's nothing new, nothing different. I got the same, I got a nice haircut, though.
Very dapper. Nice shirt.
What? A nice shirt? Hey, mark that down on your calendar. George said I had a nice shirt on today. I do have a nice shirt on.
Nothing wrong with it.
Got hemorrhoids a little bit, but that's, you know, life is a pain in the ass. 26 past 11 at 560 WQAM. That was a great find that you just had. We'll call on those people again.
That's, my insurance lady referred me to them.
Thanks to your insurance lady. What's her name?
My insurance lady, Debbie. At
Thanks,
Allstate.
Debbie.
Been with them for years.
Excellent. At Allstate. I prefer State Farm myself. They've been very kind to me. But let's spread it around. You're in good hands with State Farm.
So far. Oh.
26 after 11 at 560. Also, thanks to my good close friend, although he's out of town today, Ken Halpern over at Nationwide Limos. He didn't come, which is why I got such great service yesterday. He picked me up at the airport yesterday morning. Victor, was that his name? Vincent? Vincent. Or was it Victor? I think it was Vincent. At any rate, he was a good guy. We got about halfway to the house, and he finally shut up, and it was great. No, I walked out the door, and he was right there in that limo waiting for me. How can you have better service than that? He had just pulled up. I walked through those doors at MIA, and there he was. Just like that door open right now. Look, close it real fast and see if like blood spurts out of that. We're going to do a test here at QAM. Since blood is what it's all about, we're gonna see just how much blood spurts out when we decapitate our program director, Clarence. Oh! That would be great. Let's take a video of it. Put it on our website. When in doubt, watch it spurt out. Now, back in the day, of course, but we can't say nothing like that now. 27 after 11 at QAM. Is your company suffering from regulations and increased labor costs? Let Oasis Outsourcing help you when it comes to the people side of your business. Payroll administration, Fortune 500 company employee benefits, human resource services, and risk management are just a few of the services that Oasis Outsourcing can cover to help your business be more profitable. Call Oasis Outsourcing today for a free evaluation at 1-866-OASIS. That's 1-866-286-2747. With more than 60,000 employees worldwide, Oasis Outsourcing understands the many facets of human resource management. Outsourcing is being recognized by firms both large and small as a powerful management choice which lets you focus on your core business while leaving the operational details to our friends at Oasis Outsourcing. Let Oasis Outsourcing make your business more profitable. For a free evaluation, call them toll-free, 1-866-OASIS. That's 1-866-286-2747 for Oasis Outsourcing.
We're Sports Radio 560, QAM.
Absolutely.
Well, take me to a place where everyone's asleep and the president's middle of retard, where the only thing that's true is what you see on TV. Cause reading books is way too hard. I'm back in the USSA. Yeah. You shut your mouth and obey, boy. Back in the USSA. Take me at the pub to fill my SUV. Far from me to ever complain. I pledge my loyalty to Citibank and BP. That's the starting tax American way. I'm back in the USSA. You shut your mouth and obey, boy. Back in the USSA. Well, the blood screws really knocked me out. Those beach blonde bins got the crew stepped down. And the leftist views raise a question of doubt. And poker's always my. Show me where they got a lot of food to eat. Now hope is that is still allowed. I wanna fill my plate with potatoes and meat. And then I'm gonna sit back down. I'm back in the USSA.
Oh my God.
You shut your mouth and obey, boy. Back in the USSA.
Well, wait till you see this, man. They're coming up with a good blast near the Baghdad airport contained a tiny amount of sarin gas, and a shell with mustard gas was found days ago in Iraq. How do you like that? Here come those weapons of mass destruction.
Oh,
yeah,
mustard gas.
Yeah. Maybe it was just a mustard plaster, you think?
A poultice.
Or maybe they were plastered when they put the report out. A small, tiny amount of sarin gas, which caused runny nose and like that. Of course, I know other things that cause like that. Somebody says alien on a fax. Here, got a whole bunch of faxes for our poll, and also says,
Hiya, Pally.
Thank you. Bob in Tallahassee says, for today's poll, Jaws, and of course he just can't control himself. They refuse to put only one. But it's interesting because two people have said Jaws, and two people already said Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Got him? You do?
Yes.
The Pianist. Be careful how you spell it. The Pianist. Let's see. Please say hello to my brother Montp in Miami, says Bob and Tallahassee. Montp? What kind of a name is that? Also the Killing Fields, I just did that. Jaws, just did that. Thanks, Alex. Schindler's Lisp. Remember that? About the Jewish guy couldn't get a job in show business because he had a bad lisp?
Good movie. You should watch it.
No. Apocalypse Now, biggest impact movie, yada, yada, yada. And then it's got a whole bunch of other stuff here. Saw Glengarry Glen Ross on DVD over the weekend. The movie was the most depressing effing movie ever. I want my money back. Poll suggested most depressing movie ever made. Been there, done that. Many, many times. And of course, you don't have that music in here like I do. No. What kind
the Requiem music?
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere.
No, it's not. No, but that's part of a bit.
Oh.
Part of a bit that we dasn't better play, okay? Requiem for Mo.
I'm listening.
We don't want to do that. And John in South Carolina, who's just out of control of faxes, not once, but here they are, twice. Love story. Ryan O'Neal, did he ever die or what? Or is he just dying?
What, in that movie or in real life?
No, in real life, Ryan O'Neal.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he is. He's got
he
some.
dying? I have no idea.
He's got something. Maybe he ran into some sarin gas. I don't know. Oh, there's John Kerry.
The truth to say to America, you cannot promise no child left behind and then pursue policies that leave millions of children behind every single day.
Yeah, well, tell that to your friends in the Catholic Church who are picking on you lately about don't pick on any of your child's behind, okay? Shouldn't they tell that to the Pope? No child's behind. That's the new, no, seriously, that's the new motto for the Catholic Church. They don't want to seem to get the message. No child's behind, man. Oh, and you know what was on Dateline last night? I bet you didn't see it because you were wasting your time watching 60 Minutes, which I also saw.
You're right.
60 Minutes was kind of weak.
It was weak.
Dateline had a story. Remember it was, 5 years ago. That family of nut jobs. I'm trying to think of where it was. Was it in New England? That starved the little kid? Or was it in New York?
Somewhere around there. New something, New Hampshire, New England,
yeah.
New something.
And they starved the little baby to death because God told them that the
Right.
broad's sister, and come to find out the broad with the glasses, she was jealous because her brother's, it was her sister-in-law. The brother married a much better looking woman, and so she was jealous of her, so the punishment she had to pay for looking good and getting knocked up when she was a teenager was the fact that she had to she had to drink a gallon of almond milk every day, and not feed the baby. She had to breastfeed the baby, but she was pregnant again, so it was kind of useless. And she had to do it 20 minutes out of every hour, all day, 24 hours a day. And the kid starved to death.
Surprise. Yeah.
And so they showed
Religious nuts.
This was on for the whole 2 hours. Oh, religious nuts? Oh my God, how redundant. I've been trying to tell you people for years, all of these things that are going on in the world today, and nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody nowhere wants to talk about the sickness of religion and the hate that it breeds and the death and the destruction. Oh, what a lovely place it could be. It could be paradise, you know?
Absolutely.
But it ain't. Because we got a bunch of religious nut jobs out there. Oh, well, my God's the right one. We got the Shias and the Sunnis and the Kurds in the way and the people for the American way.
Got the Kurds in the way.
Yeah. That's what Muff said. Said he was trying to get a clearance, but the Kurd was in the way. Miss Muffet. Speaking of that, crowds gather for gay weddings in Massachusetts.
All right.
Oh, yeah, they're lined up from here to Pawtucket. Or at least to Provincetown, anyway. Like fans anxious for concert tickets, same-sex couples waited in line for hours yesterday outside Cambridge, Massachusetts City Hall for an event they once thought they'd never get to experience, marriage. Marcia Hams, 56, as in Q, 56, and her partner, Susan Shepard, 52, of Cambridge, showed up at midnight Saturday, a full 24 hours ahead of time, to stake out the first spot in line where a city clerk will stand out the nation's first state-sanctioned gay marriage applications. People do this for Red Sox tickets, concert tickets, said Hams, a healthcare advocate who's been with Shepard, a graduate student, for 27 years. Certainly we can do it for this, something this impotent. The couple won a 5 stationed outside City Hall by mid-afternoon, sat in lawn chairs, donned rain jackets to protect themselves from a light drizzle, and drank lots of coffee. Sunday morning, a young man approached them, gave them a large red flower, saying, "I wish you a long and a happy marriage." And it goes on and on and on. That's right. The court said, no, we're not going to put a stop to this. Even though that damn Mitt Romney, the Republican governor, did everything but stand on his head and try to lick Antonin Scalia's ass. Please stop this, please. And they said, no, courts haven't stopped it yet. So they're coming from all over the place. The Massachusetts ruling touched off a frenzy of gay marriages across the country earlier this year, emboldening officials in San Francisco, upstate New York, and Portland, Oregon to issue marriage licenses as acts of civil disobedience. Even though courts ordered a halt to the wedding march, opponents pushed for a federal constitutional ban on gay marriage, which, of course, the unctuous fascist President Bush has endorsed because, God forbid, that we piss off our right-wing constituency there, the goody two-shoes, crazy-ass, born-again nutcases who are busy starving their babies to death and bombing abortion clinics, all of these things.
And bombing, well.
But you see this thing with the sarin gas? The poll comes out the other day. Bush's popularity rating has dropped to 42%. His approval rating on Iraq has dropped to 39%, all-time lows. And now, just coincidentally, there's a little mustard gas. I bet it was French's.
Well, they do have those French Muslims we saw in 60 Minutes last night.
Probably the French mustard. Yeah, how do you like that? What a bunch of
Barbarians? Sure.
There were 80 people raped the one little girl. 80! And they all stood around like, oh, when's my turn? Let me know. And tapping their foot, waiting for their turn. Yeah. What are we talking about?
Religious nuts.
Yeah. Crazy religious people. And you notice all those women running around with them schmatas on?
Right.
See, they had a good idea when they said, don't be doing that. It's a good idea.
Damn good.
Darn good. Gosh darn good. 19 till noon at 560 WQAM. We got Curtis Stevenson at 2, the Humper from Shula's at 4. After that, well, you know, buying a mattress can be really confusing. So many brands, different model names at every store. It's almost impossible to compare. Plus all the phony sales, phony promises, and strings attached. You almost have to read the fine print with like magnifying glass. Which is why Dollar Mattress is so amazing, because it's the easiest possible way to get you a great deal. When you call 1-800-MATTRESS, you get the best prices on the best brands with delivery on your schedule and the best customer service in the business. Why would anybody in their right mind
I'm listening.
want to shop anyplace else? Dollar Mattress won the 2004 Better Business Bureau Local Torch Award for Excellence because they work harder than anybody else to earn your business before, during, and after the sale. When you call 1-800-MATTRESS and speak with one of their expert betting consultants, you can rest assured you're getting the best possible mattress and best deal all the way around. Choose from a complete line of Sealy, Serta, Simmons, King Coil, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns, Bananas, Foster. Dollar Mattress takes same-day orders all day long from Kendall to Stewart, from Palm Beach to Fort Myers. So call them right now, toll-free, 1-800-MATTRESS, and pick the date and 2-hour delivery window when it's convenient for you, when you want them to show up, and they'll be there. They're on time.
It's Dave in Miami town at 560 WQAM.
This is Vice President Dick Cheney. With my grueling schedule, I can't afford not to be in shape. That's why I'm introducing my new series of high-intensity workout videos. Let's Cheney-size to the oldies. We'll start with jumping jacks. Now, it's important to remember to pace yourself and only work out within your limitations. So then, feet shoulder width apart, hands at the sides, and begin. 1.
On! Clear!
Oh. Guess I tried to do a little too much. 2.
On! Clear!
Oh. Now I'm getting warmed up. 3.
Whoa! Clear!
13 till noon at 560 WQAM. Rosemary's baby scared the crap out of me, says this fax. To this day, I'm afraid to look out the peephole. Oh, don't look out that peephole. Next thing, I'll be looking into glory holes. That'll be next. Got it, Rosemary's baby? What movie had the greatest impact on you ever? Godfather, 56. The Godfather. Do we have those drop-ins in here? We better have.
Sure. You can act like a man! What's the matter with you?
Bing, you blow their brains all over your nice Ivy League suit.
Bowling for Columbine, 36. That was my choice. No, it was not my. What did I voted for Network. Star Wars 24, Network 12, that's surprising, but in a pleasant way. The Exorcist 8, Scarface 7, Jaws 6, Alien 3, Apocalypse Now 3, Psycho had a pair, Janet Leigh. Why do I have trouble remembering that?
I don't know, you're thinking Vivian Leigh.
No,
I'm
not. Vivian Leigh was in Gone with the Wind.
You're thinking Tippi Hedren from the Birds.
Birds. Oh, Tippi Hedren's daughter is, what's her name?
Yes, it is. It's her name.
No, she was on Biography. No, it's not her name. She was on Biography the other day. Tippi Hedren and her daughter, who's a very famous actress named...
Right.
Blah, 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 like that. Oh, come on, you know who it is.
I know, it'll come to me.
At any rate, I love Tippi Hedren. You know that her thing now is she's got this big wildlife preserve with all these tigers and lions.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Is it Melanie Griffith?
Yes. See, there you go. It was a lot easier than you thought. Now, what am I doing? We did the bird. Well, the rest of all got 1 or 2. Now, I'm a little distracted because Sharon is as great a job as she did drawing my blood, and that's a nice service, you know. You don't have to schlep anywhere. And it's nice because they showed up nice and early because you can't eat when you're going to have your blood taken, right?
Right.
You can't eat all day. course, I can't eat anyway because now I'm going to the dentist. See, I came back here to do all my doctoring and find out if I'm still alive or not.
Taking care of business.
Well, you have to. You have to do all of these things, right?
Right.
But Sharon left behind a little evidence here. In fact, this the forensics experts would have a great time with it. Don't let Duff see this. Man, God only knows where this thing would wind up. Wow. Especially this part.
We have a box of them.
Yeah, I know. And they keep disappearing like crazy, too.
Rectum.
Yeah. In fact, Sean, isn't that his name, Sean, the new kid?
Yeah.
Nice kid. And he said to me this morning, he said, I didn't realize that a proctological exam was part of working at QAM. I said, well, it's a nice extra benefit, a bonus. He said, yeah, but every day? Well, we just want to make sure you're in good health, Sean.
Just like in the Catholic Church.
Right. We want to make sure you're in good shape. 567-0560. Let's get to about 100 movies on here, okay? We're dilly-dallying around here too much. Too much hanky-panky, man. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I was a little kid when I saw this movie, but man, did it wipe me out. It was called The Screaming Skull. There's a scene where the kid pulls his bed sheet down, and the skull's where the pillow is, and it chases him around. Man, I wouldn't take my bed down till I was about 10 years old.
I'll be damned.
Yada, yada. Have a nice day,
thanks,
man.
Pally. Have a great day. Don't do it again. Yeah, that's kind of like the horse heads thing in The Godfather.
Yeah. That made you scared of horses? Or just sleeping?
No, it was just a scary scene. Although I don't know.
It was
the
creepy.
First 400 times you saw it.
Right.
I kind of look forward to it now.
Sure. Khartoum.
I'm not going to race him, though. How about that Smarty Pants Jones, man? That was some Preakness. That was phenomenal. Dave Johnson would be very proud. Well, we both picked him. Screwed up the exacta, but that's the way it goes. Do you know that Don Imus, you're going to be very depressed when you hear this? Although it's for a good cause. It's for his ranch, you know, for the kids.
Oh, it's for the kids? I had no idea.
But somebody gave him like a 10 grand, what do they call that?
Donation?
No, 10 grand to a start. The gamblers have a word for that. And
so let's go ask one.
So somebody told him to bet the $10,000 on Smarty Jones to win, and then what the horse that finished second, that big black horse, I can't think of the name, the 10 horse, and came in. He bet all $10,000 on the exact. He won 123 grand.
Very good
for a good cause.
Right.
I wonder how much goes to the ranch. 567-0560. Of course, that booze, you know, he's not on the sauce anymore just because he looks like that chewing gum that he snaps every morning. It's pretty expensive stuff. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Pretty good.
How about Silence of the Lambs?
Okay. Sounds like a wiener to me.
All right, have a great day.
With some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
There's a movie that they should never made the sequel. Sorry.
No, they should not have.
They should not have made the sequel. And I'll give you one good reason why they shouldn't have made the sequel.
It puts the lotion in the basket.
Yeah. Weak.
It was.
Plus, we didn't have Jodie Foster. Dr. Lecter.
Not that she was that great anyway.
No. In fact, she was awful in that movie. Her acting was so far over the top. Just like you're telling me, if anybody out there is considering going to see Troy.
It's an okay watch. But Brad is melodramatic at best.
Well, because he can't act.
Troy! No, he does act well, like in movies like California.
7.
Yeah. No, he can't act. That's why I was disappointed.
Oh, he was good in the one with his brother, the fishing, what the hell was the name of that movie?
Right.
I love that movie.
Legends of the Fall, Legends
of the Fall. That was a good movie with his brother with the sunken-in eyes.
Whoever he is.
And geez, right on the tip of my tongue. See, it's Monday. I'm not supposed to know these things. No, not Matt Damon. Jesus God, Matt Damon. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yes,
Woody
sir.
Ghraib, how you doing?
Woody Ghraib from Buffalo. Oh, my God. Nobody's perfect, Woody. I'm from Rochester, so what does that tell you?
I know.
We all have to overcome these.
Somebody has to be from somewhere.
Yeah, I'd rather be from Rochester than Buffalo, though.
Well.
Buffalo sucks.
Sometimes that's very true.
Yeah, and you got Fat Boy to overcome too. Fat Boy wanted to say,
"Hiya, Pally." Anyway, listen, the movies.
What kind of a bogus group are you promoting these days?
Rider.
I mean, what is it?
Easy Rider.
Peter Fonda.
Yeah, that movie just blew me away.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Them too.
Yeah.
Really had a big impact on me.
Yeah. Okay, Woody. Well, it's nice hearing your voice.
Hey, Woody, I need
Nice
tickets.
hearing yours too.
What do you got tickets for? George wants some tickets.
I need Corn and Sublime.
Yeah, I'm working on it for you.
All right.
Get him some corn and some lime. See you, Woody.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. How about some Coca-Cola Classic with a slice of lime?
Yeah.
No, it's just a joke. You wouldn't get it. Neither would anybody else. Let's see. For the poll, one of my buddies got a hold of his older brother's Betamax copy of Debbie Does Dallas. Since then, my life has never been the same. You know, haven't I told you that that's maybe one of the best porno movies of all time? And it is.
And I've never seen it.
With Bambi Woods? You would approve of Bambi Woods because she looked pretty
sure.
goods, okay? She had the goods.
Even
Bambi
from
Woods.
those hairy 70s days.
Harry Reams?
I hear he does.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I'll tell you, the whole thing with the 70s, I don't know. They're starting to show a lot of this nostalgia crap on TV. Well, they've been doing that a long time. There was something about the 70s with the bell-bottom pants and the long chops,
the
sideburns.
mutton chops.
Yeah, mutton chops. Mutton Jeff.
And the perms.
Craig Sheffer.
Okay.
He was in that movie with Brad Pitt. He played the brother with the long sunken eyes.
Yes,
you know?
you're right. Legends of the Fall.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's a good movie. Very sad.
Everyone else in the movie, Troy that is, was phenomenal as far as their acting.
Yeah.
And the
Except
script
for
was
Brad.
okay. Right.
Well,
it had nothing to do with the myth.
But at least he didn't dye his hair blonde and put on a really phony bad Swedish accent.
Just the dye job.
What was that movie?
I don't know. Was Brad?
Yeah. When he dyed his hair blonde and he put on the worst phony accent in history and everybody laughed at him. See, one thing about that, and that is if you look that good, and he still looks good. I mean, he didn't change that much.
No.
But when you look that good, you can act as bad as you want. And people say, oh my God, everybody's running to see Troy. Because Brad Pitt's in it.
He flared his nostrils a lot.
Did he?
Yeah.
Like a horse, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And that was it. But I mean, the movie was all right.
Rock something. That was the name of that 10-horse in the Preakness. See, I don't really follow thoroughbred racing. I just fake my way through it for Dave Johnson's amusement because Dave's a great guy. And it's a tradition on this show, the Triple Crown, you know. So, and look at that. It proves the less you know, the better off you are. I picked Smarty Jones because of the Canadian connection, because of the sob story about how he almost died, hit his head in the starting gate, lost an eye.
No kidding. Really?
Yeah. They said, how come you're running so fast? He said, Christ's sake, I only have one eye. Something like that. I think he said that. 4 minutes till noon, man. I can't wait till 2 o'clock when Curtis Stevenson's going to be here, you know it?
So you can leave?
Yeah. Right. Well, no, I mean, Curtis is a good guy. I'd be happy
Yes,
to
he
see
is.
him. Saw my good friend Ken Muldoon in the other room. Ken never changes. He sits in there nothing phases Ken.
No.
Very calm, cool, collected. Nothing bothers Ken Muldoon. He just sits there at that computer looking at porno, I'm sure. 4 minutes till noon at QAM. Let me tell you right now about Financial Group. You've heard us talk about it for a long time, and their incredible only one mortgage program with an unbeatable 1.25% rate for the purchase or refinancing of your home. 1.25%. That means if you have a $100,000 loan, your payments are just $334 a month. If you have a $200,000 loan, you pay just $668 a month. Now they're advertising on TV. They're all over the radio, and they're on the back of your hand. They're everywhere. This program's got everybody talking because it's so amazing. The only one mortgage makes it possible, and only Financial Group makes it available for you. So refinance your current home, give money for renovations, move to another home, and never pay fees or closing costs again. Never. You pay zero closing costs, zero credit bureau fees, zero application fee, zero discounted points, zero everything. This is for real. Just call Financial Group for details. Call 1-866-395-LEND. That's 1-866-395-LEND. The only one mortgage. It's the only mortgage you'll ever be needing. They're an equal housing lender. Credit restrictions apply. 4.25 APR rates subject to change monthly.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
$. And after 262 episodes, no one cares. I mean, I've asked pretty much everybody I see. Guy at the grocery store.
Don't care.
Lap dancer.
Don't care.
My dentist.
Don't care.
Guy sleeping in a Kenmore box on the street.
Don't care.
No one cares. So, my friend, what do you think about the season finale of Frasier? What? Frasier. What's that? Dr. Frasier Crane, NBC. No, I don't go to a doctor. Okay. Sir, what do you think about Frasier? Who? Frasier on NBC.
Who's that?
Been out for 20 years.
What's his name again?
Frasier. Got a brother Niles. Daphne.
Oh, yeah, Niles. He owes me $10.
dog, Eddie?
My dog's name's not Eddie, it's Charlie.
Sir, where are you from?
Australia.
Yeah, tell me about Frasier.
It's a horrible show.
No, it was been on forever, sir. Frasier.
None of us watched it down there.
No one?
No one at all. It's terrible.
Sir, let's try one more. Sir, what do you think of Frasier?
I just pooped myself.
Beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Frasier, it's going off. Bye-bye. So long.
All right. Tom Zicker thought it was important. How many columns did he write about that?
About 30, man.
At least. Good old Tommy, man. He's on top of it, not. Somebody says Midnight Express.
Okay.
And if they think they got things bad at Abu Ghraib, they should show that in the prison. Think you guys got it bad. Take a look at this, man. Wow. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, somebody says. Now, you know what that reminds me of, and I can't think. See, I keep backing myself into this corner because, on a Monday we're not supposed to remember anything after an incoherent weekend. What's that movie that I turned you on to that you liked very, very much? Similar kind of like Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Who was in it?
Oh, I don't know.
Rules of Attraction.
That's it.
Yes.
Who was in it is that kid from that stupid show on TV that I don't watch, Dawson's Creek.
Jessica Biel.
And the kid from Dawson's Creek, who I don't even like, but he was good in that movie. Everybody was good in there.
Right.
Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel.
Right.
Was in it. I want to squeal.
There you go. He wants to squeal
Biel.
for Jessica Biel. There was a lot of interesting people in that movie. There was a lot of good stuff going on, too.
Yeah, Jessica Biel.
Like I said. What was the name of it again? Rules of Attraction. I watched it 2 or 3 times. Very good.
Not bad. Very glitzy, well put together.
Yeah, and cute. 5670560 pound. Let's see. Godfather 62. What movie has had the greatest impact on you of any movie ever? The Godfather 62, and that's because they're listening to the show, and we won't stop beating them over the head with The Godfather.
I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart. You broke my heart.
Although personally, I favor
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
a little bit more. That's
Speaking of heart,
cannoli. Yes?
I should probably put a sign up on the door here, a sarin gas warning, because this scented candle just ain't cutting it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you are? Is that what you're trying to say?
Boy.
Well, luckily we got that thick glass wall. Anyway, Godfather 62, Bowling for Columbine 47, Star Wars 34, Jaws 15, Exorcist 13. I guess Jaws, if you're like here in Florida, you're like a water person, you know?
My friends saw it when they were little children.
Right.
And they wouldn't
Scared
go
the
to
crap
the beach.
out of them.
Yeah, I don't
we're not going into the water, Mommy. We're not going into there. There's sharks in there.
So it's a good thing we were too poor to go to the movies.
The Exorcist 13, Network 13, Apocalypse Now 10. There's nothing like the smell of napalm in the morning.
It smells like this.
Yeah, like whatever's going on in there. Schindler's List 9, Scarface 9, speaking of La Bamba, Alien 5, Debbie Does Dallas 5. He actually put that on there, and she's doing very well.
I'll bet.
The lovely Bambi Woods. Boy, that was it was great. They just wanted, the cheerleaders just needed to raise money for the trip, that's all.
Was that all?
And they were creative, and that's the way it was. Psycho 4, The Killing Fields 4, Easy Riders got a pair. Whatever happened to Peter Fonda? He just kind of like vanished into the woodwork?
Made a few more movies and, vanished. Faded away.
Oh. Kind of like Dad. Dad. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Fast Times at Ridgemont High 2, Silence of the Lambs 1, and none yet for Rosemary's Baby, The Screaming Skull, The Pianist, Midnight Express, Love Story, or Rules of Attraction, which you haven't put on there for some strange reason.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted it.
Out of 238. Why, you don't think it'll get some votes?
Sure, why not?
No, wait a minute. Why would that have a great impact on you?
Well, a lot of these other movies, I wonder the same thing, but who might argue?
You mean like Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Well, I mean, it changed my life because I guess
Jessica Biel was in it.
Phoebe Cates' for the first time.
Oh, you mean in Fast Times?
And Jennifer Jason Leeds for the first time.
Jason Leeds. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I have one for you, Paul.
Okay.
What about The Passion of Christ?
The Passion of the Christ.
Yay!
Changed Mel Gibson's life about $250 million.
There you go. And the other one is...
WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil, please.
Speaking.
Hey, I got one for the poll, Neil.
Do you? Okay.
The Deer Hunter.
Timely.
Hey, did you happen to catch Ralph Nader on CNN yesterday?
Yes, I did see him, and I wish that Wolf Blitzer would have just smacked him right in the head, knocked some sense into him.
I thought he did some good bushwhacking, though, nonetheless.
He did.
Did he not?
I like the one thing. I will give him credit for one thing. And Wolf Blitzkrieg tried to get him to back out of his comment about this regime. Isn't that what he called him, the Bush regime?
Yes.
And he said that's pretty strong stuff. Did you really mean to say that, or was that a slip of the tongue? No, the Bush regime. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, I like that.
And Wolf looked like his eyes were spinning around like a pinball machine. Oh, you can't say that on my show because, you know.
All right. All right, I'm out of here.
Thanks, Pally. Deer Slayer, got it?
Deer Hunter.
What'd I say?
Slayer,
Hunter, same old crap. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, hi, is this Neil?
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations on being the best AM radio personality
Oh,
ever.
thank you so much. That just changed my life. You have no idea. I'm going to put that up on the wall and bow at it.
No, really, you are the greatest, and I love your show, and put Magnolia in there.
Oh, thank you so much. You're the best.
Bye, Dave.
Bye, baby. See, George don't like Magnolia. I don't want to hear anything more about the ending. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear any of that. Magnolia is so underrated and so great.
You know the ending of Troy?
What about it?
Weak.
Oh. The ending in
Troy.
Yeah. There's nothing weak about the ending of Magnolia. It ends. Jason Robards dies.
Right.
And
that storyline ended.
Right.
Right.
And I wouldn't be surprised if what's his name got his braces eventually.
Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised, but you'll never know.
It wouldn't help. I don't care.
I know.
William H. Macy, I don't care if he gets the braces or not because he's got a whole bunch of other movies to make. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
He makes about 100 movies. He's great.
He is good.
Everybody, when even Tom Cruise is good in a movie, other than Born on the 4th of July, what other movie was he ever good in? Rain
not
Man.
A bad actor. He's
Rain
just
Man.
in bad
We just
movies
don't like him
sometimes.
No, we just don't like. I don't.
You don't like him because he's short. And ugly.
I don't like him because he's a closet queen. Okay, that's why I don't like him. And he just does nothing for me. The movie that had the greatest impact, Last Temptation of the Christ. Okay, well, we just got that. Okay,
no,
relax.
that was different.
Oh, Last Temptation of Christ. We did the Passion of the Christ. Well, Jesus Christ. I mean, I thought this was the one show where we could get away from all these religious nuts. And now all of a sudden we're like on a run here. Every movie is about Jesus Christ. Let's get away from that, please. As seen in Homes and Land magazine. What?
I'm upset
in
about
Toronto. And they were the young. You know this movie. And the guy's daughter, she's going to lose her virginity to her boyfriend. And they're going to make all of this money. They got some kind of a bet. They're going to do it live on TV or whatever they're doing or taping it. And Ron Jeremy is
doing something.
No, he's just sitting there. He's just being fat. You're fat and you're ugly, Ron. Okay, just like me. Only I'm not running around naked like you are.
I'm glad I missed it.
Yeah. No. Actually, you would have liked it. I mean, we didn't really see a whole lot, but we saw enough to give you. Oh, we saw more than enough for Ron. About 10 seconds. That was plenty. And don't be coming in here with Al Goldstein no more, okay? Next time George drags Al Goldstein in here, don't be schlepping in here.
Next time?
Yeah, next time you bring your good buddy Al in here looking for glory holes. By the way, we need an update on the JCPenney glory holes at Westland. At least Muff asked me to find out. 12 minutes past noon at 560 WQM. Voom is not just your pedestrian TV, but it's high-definition TV delivered via satellite dish and HD receiver. The picture is so clear, so superior to your ordinary pedestrian TV, you could practically reach right in there and pat Tom Brady on the shoulder, or even on the
rectum
ass. Voom is the only entertainment system designed for high-definition TV. Voom has got the most HD TV anywhere and provides all the equipment necessary to enjoy the ultimate HD TV experience, including satellite dish, HD receiver, and the remote. And Voom's got over 30 channels
About 30, man.
of HD programming that you can watch ESPN in high definition. That's 3 times more than you get from cable. And they've got all your other favorite channels, too, like HBO, MTV, even your local yokel channels. Voom has got over 120 channels of great entertainment. Voom even has exclusive channels of HD movies, music, and sports that you can't even get from your cable or satellite company. So with Voom, you get everything you've got now, plus all these awesome high-definition channels. By the way, did I mention that Gary Sarner is a real Major League hole? Call Voom today, toll-free, 1-866-848-8666, or check them online, Voom.com, for a limited-time offer, which includes free installation, no upfront cost, no long-term commitment. That's 1-866-848-8666, or Voom.com to start vooming today. But you better check it out because the offer ends May 31, like 2 weeks from today.
My and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Let's abuse some more prisoners. Make them scream nice and loud. Get me some wires and a battery pack. I don't care if they ain't from Iraq. Should be used to the torture. 'Cause we're just playing their game. In the past, it had to be worse with Saddam Hussein.
Oh, Pentagon denounces investigative report. That's the one by Seymour Hersh, New Yorker, that we had on our website yesterday, as a matter of fact. Read it.
Saw him making the rounds yesterday.
Yeah, I saw him.
Seymour.
I seen him. And they don't want you to believe any of that. Oh, no, that's bad. Rumsfeld never came up with that, and we never did any of these things, and we're very humane, and all those people that are dying over there, it's just, pain in the ass bystanders getting in the way again. Just like Santino said, we don't want no pain in the ass bystanders getting hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass innocent bystanders.
Right. Anyway, I guess there are no innocent bystanders in Iraq? No.
They shouldn't have bombed us.
Larry Shane says, Larry again from that magazine, he said that is him. Go to the website, harryreams.com. So he's selling real estate now.
Why not? He can't sell other things anymore.
No, he sure as hell can't. He's another one. Grotesque. Man, just a walking furball.
Harry.
That's why they called him Harry Reams. Well, that was part of it. Dr. Zhivago, somebody says, a very heart-wrenching, gut-lurching...
Good score, though.
Dr. Zhivago. What was it, 3-2? Here's one that says, The Matrix. Mike says The Matrix. It also says, love your show, keep beating up on Mo.
I'm listening. How the hell do you spell Zhivago?
H-I-V-A-G. Oh! Z-H-I-V-A-G.
Oh!
Get it. Get with it. Are you kidding me, Dr. Zhivago? You better get with your Russian, mister. You sure don't know it.
No.
Not that that's a Russian
Although
name.
I had the record.
But nevertheless. Somewhere, my love. I can sing almost as good as Tab Hunter.
I like Bohemian Boatman better.
5670560 pound 5. Oh, third suitcase of human remains found. I like this story. I got a lot of stuff here, and I'm not paying any attention to it now because, quite frankly, I just want to get out of here. I mean, I'll be very honest with you. This studio, no, seriously, I don't mind doing the show in Toronto, but this thing of coming here, even once in a great while, it's unacceptable. The studio, the way this sounds the whole time, it's like in a echo chamber.
It's bad.
It'd be bad. And then, of course, them diddling with this thing over here.
Okay.
Jesus. 4. Not one that could have been an accident, but when there are 4 of these missing, somebody was diddling with it.
No question.
And Duff comes in, oh, gee, well, I just kind of like, wasn't me. That's his response, as opposed to saying, well, we're going to find out who's coming in here and dicking around with all your equipment all the time, okay? We're going to find out. Are they going to find out?
No.
Did they give a flying crap?
No.
No. A suitcase containing human remains was found floating near the Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnel yesterday, the third such discovery in the area this month. A boater alerted police that he had found the suitcase floating off the second island of the bridge tunnel, said Virginia Beach police spokesman Don Rimmer. Oh, let me tell you about my lunch with Rimmer last Wednesday.
Okay.
No, I already did. He only had a bowl of soup. The remains were sent to the state medical examiner's office in Norfolk. Detectives believe the third suitcase is related to the 2 found previously this month, Rimmer said. On May 11th, a graduate student who was birdwatching on Fisherman's Island off Virginia's eastern shore found a suitcase containing body parts wrapped in plastic bags, reportedly including a human head. Oh, no. Less than a week earlier, a fisherman discovered a suitcase containing human remains near the fourth island of the bridge tunnel. Police described the remains as being those of a white male. Though that kind of narrows it down. Police said it was not immediately known how long the man had been dead or his identity. But other than that, they got a good beat on it. 56705. So, what's the verdict on the Nick Berg pictures? People believe it's for real? I'm talking to people who think it looks very suspicious.
Might have to watch it now, in spite of myself.
I don't think you're going to be that grossed out from what I'm hearing. I'm not going to, I'm not queasy. I just,
we can watch it during the break.
We could?
We could.
I mean, somebody suggested to me yesterday, if you put it on your website, we could get 80 million hits, but I don't
want to
think
tell you how many people have approached me with that.
Yeah. Why would we want to do that?
I don't know.
Want to put snuff films on our website?
It's not like it's hard to find.
Right. And why do we want to degrade ourselves to that? I mean, I don't want to do that. No. I mean, we got it. And if you want to see it, there's no shortage of places you can find it online. So why do we want to put that kind of crap on our website? Next thing, we'll be doing Faces of Death parts 1 through 1,000.
All right.
Oh. Get 80 million. See, I mean, do we make any extra money from getting a lot of hits on the website?
Extra money?
Well, any money.
No.
So what do we care? I mean, we're trying for Eric, in spite of his behavior. What? Oh, that thing he pulled this morning, man, that was pathetic. That was embarrassing. All the stuff that I got going on here with doctors and lawyers and, trying to get my life put together here and get my blood drawn and just, nothing like earth-shaking, but just things. And all of a sudden, well, gee, whoa, George's computer's not working. I'm waiting for him for you to select one of these pictures. Pick one yourself, okay? Stick your finger in your nose and pick a good one, Eric, okay? Or maybe even in your
rectum.
I don't care. God, talk about an emotional cripple. Whoa! And now, did you pick the one or did he pick it?
He did.
Well, that's fine. That's a nice picture.
Sure.
Who is it?
Bridget Nielsen.
Oh, Bridget Nielsen.
I mean, I found all of them, but
from Denmark.
I sent him a bunch. And
the Great Dane. She's behind the beaded curtain right above the old Pat Boone in the box. That's a fine picture. That's fine. Of course, that's a little on the older side, but then again, she's about 40.
Right. Ancient.
Well, I mean, to some of these guys she is. To some of them, she's just about right. There's Pat with his old Boone in the box. Ancient. Michael Powell. Boy, talk about an ass. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Need to speak to Uncle Neil.
Yes, speaking.
Neil. Movie that scared me the most was Bambi, the fire scene in there. Believe it or not.
Really?
I was only about 4 or 5.
Right.
And I was afraid of fire for years.
I'll be damned. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Thanks a lot. Say hi to Bambi. And Lassie, too, while you're at it. Bambi, he was a little kid. When you're a little kid, you're very impressionable, and some of these things can set you off. You're a scared for a long time.
Okay.
Like when a stranger calls. That's scary.
Sure.
Of course, keep in mind. Oh, there's Fix It, man. What an engineer he is. What movie had the greatest impact on you is our poll question. That was the scariest. I mean, we've done the scariest, right?
Yeah.
Which that could be it. I'm sure The Exorcist, that's the reason it had a great impact. Although there's a lot more to it than just that. Well, look, there were kids coming out of that movie puking.
Yeah, because it was disgusting, not scary.
No.
Because of the pea soup.
Right. Well, scary and that's the same genre generally.
Okay.
No?
Nah.
It was disgusting?
Just disgusting and funny.
But it was Campbell's. It was Campbell soup. I think that Reggie White was doing an ad for it at the time. My. Anyway. But the story about the Catholic Church and the exorcism, see, the problem with these religionists is that even if you insult them, which they did in that movie, they don't get it. Once in a great while, when they make it real obvious, like the priest or the Last Temptation of Christ, oh, gee!
But that wasn't an insult.
I was just going to retract that. The priest, though.
Yeah, right.
Which told a little bit too much truth, was a little bit too dogma, a little bit too close to the truth to handle, and those they got. Oh, we're really pissed off about those. But like in The Exorcist, that was a movie about this whole hocus pocus.
Right.
The Spirit of Christ compels you, all this other crap, all this other baloney.
You know, the Pope does lots of those, or at least he used to.
He does what?
Exorcisms.
Really?
He's an old hat at it. An old pointy hat at it.
The Catholic Church is the most corrupt institution on the face of the earth, bar none. There's nothing that's even a close second, and they do it tax-free.
All right.
That's the best part of that deal.
What a scam.
When do we get a piece of that?
All you got to do is join.
That's what the Pope said about the altar boy. When do we get a piece of that?
You got part of the criteria already.
And the Swiss Guard, no less. You ought to see the people in Rome schlepping to the Vatican. I've been in Rome. You know how many times I've been in Rome?
About 30, man.
I think more than that over the years. Ask me if I've ever been to the Vatican.
Well, I know the answer to that.
No. I don't want to go anywhere near the Vatican. With all them Getchkis there. Most of them Americans, by the way. Stupid brainwashed religionists. Oh, look at all those beautiful robes and all this. Yeah.
It's no Graceland.
All the schleppers are sitting around there starving. All the paupers, and they got all of their baubles, bangles, and beads, if you pardon that expression. By the way, say a few more Hail Marys there on Passions. Maybe Pilar will survive, please. 26 past the noon at QAM. Lobster Fest is back. Uh-oh. I don't want to be caught off guard, because our close personal friend, what's his name?
See him.
He ain't here today. Lobster Fest is back at the Emerald Coast. If you've never been there before, you are really missing out. In fact, Zagat Restaurant Reviews voted them #1, and WSBN News is South Florida's best Asian buffet, and they're right. Emerald Coast has delicious, fresh goodies. Everything is fresh. Everything is just fabulous at Emerald Coast. Not just a bunch of slop put out there to impress you with how many dishes they can make. 6 different kinds of soups, dozens of succulent, fresh entrees like New York strip made to order at their sizzling Asian grill, the brand new Hunan fish, Maine lobster thermidor style, Jonah crab, oysters on a half shell. They've got hand-carved prime rib, their brand new Thai specialties too. A full salad bar, a full Chinese food lineup, their brand new sushi bar, and fresh cocktail. And if you have any room at the end, shove a little dessert in your pants too. I can't imagine, why do I say that? I've had dessert there many times. Why do I say that? I can't imagine anybody with all that food eating dessert. Sure I can, because I do it all the time, and you will too. They got Belgian waffles, pies, cakes, pastries, ice cream with all your favorite toppings, and fresh fruit. If you want a big fat slob on the way in, I'll guarantee you will be on the way out. Emerald Coast, 3 locations for you. Pembroke Pines, Sunny Isles, and Sunrise. So take the whole family or book your next business luncheon at the Emerald Coast and let them cook up a storm for you. Call 954-572-3822. That's 954-572-3822. A lot of imitators, but there ain't nothing like the Emerald Coast Chinese buffet.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Oh, I almost got it. It's John Stevens.
Week after week, I wondered why.
Warming up with John, wondering why, baby.
Did America keep that red-headed guy?
Ooh, because like Muhammad, I have a pretty face.
He couldn't sing, he could not dance.
Ooh, it's all a matter of opinion, baby.
Never had a real chance.
Well, aren't you sweet?
I bet they love him in France.
Ooh, we're big friends.
John Stevens, adios, bye-bye. They finally threw you off of AI. Now go away.
Go away? Where am I going?
So long, John Stevens, hope you had fun. Your voice made me want to shoot myself with a gun. Please go away.
Ooh, that's a little hurtful, baby.
You're no Reuben, you're no Clay.
Ooh, I agree with you there, baby. I'm much taller than Clay and much skinnier than Reuben.
Now the show is free.
Ooh, that's a nice effect.
I won't have to kick in my TV.
Ooh, a violent man.
I can watch next week.
Go ahead.
Without hearing your cruel little shriek.
Well, aren't you nice?
Thanks for the funny memory.
Ooh, you're certainly welcome, I am sure.
Now that you're gone, you must be relieved.
Boy, you ain't kidding. I had some flop sweat going.
Just like a warm summertime breeze.
Like a warm breeze over my bare buttock.
You're out the door.
I am out the door.
Don't have to hear no more.
Ooh, come on, bring it
so
up.
long, John Stevens, adios, bye-bye. They finally threw you off of their eye. Now go away.
Appreciate the harmonies, baby. All the hard work for John Stevens.
So long, John Stevens, hope you have fun. Your voice made me want to shoot myself with a gun. Please go away.
Ooh, I find that slightly humorous.
You're no Reuben, you're no Clay.
John Stevens out.
12:33 at 560 WQAM. I'm looking at these new Times and City links that you had sitting over there on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Pseudo-intellectual crap in New Times, which is what they specialize in.
Gee.
Best croquetas.
Okay. Where?
Sergio's, various locations in Dade County.
Well, I ain't going there.
Croquetas from Sergio's. They're a meal by themselves. Best pork chop. Or Tanique on the Mile in the Gables. I mean, the categories they got in here enough to make you want to just scream. I noticed the best desserts, Barton G, the restaurant on the beach. Remember that was on our poll?
Yes, indeed.
Best sushi, Siam River. Better tell Greg. That's the only time Greg Reed can look anything in the eye is when it's sushi. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, he's always like looking over on the wall and scratching that hole in his head. Nice seeing you, not Greg. Don't come anywhere near here. I can't stand you. Best homemade pasta, Nunzio's Italian Ristorante, Westmaid Dade, on Bird Road. Best edible plants. Oh, and speaking of that, I wonder if the spiced apple's still in business. A lot of the restaurants, just like that Brasserie Max, which I thought of on Saturday. Oh, God, look at what just flew in the door. Fly away, sweetheart. A lot of the restaurants are gone.
Right. Some of them deservedly so.
Not Brasserie Max, though.
No.
Spiced apple, I don't remember. I think it used to be pretty good. Best kosher bakery, Abraham's Inn on the beach. Best deli, the Grateful Deli, North Miami Beach. North Miami Beach has got a deli still? I guess Schwarz's like deli. What?
They oughter.
There are no Jews in North Miami Beach. Are you crazy?
The schleppers that couldn't afford to move.
Get out of here. They're all in Boca. Spree's, best pizza, Spree's on Lincoln Road. Oh, God. Readers chose Pizza Rustica, which I think somebody also mentioned that. This is crap. Maybe the one in City Link will be better. New Times, a bunch of suits, if there ever were one. And what's this other list here? Best local acoustic performer. What kind of a freaking category is that? Best local acoustic performer? Stefan Mikes. Plenty of unplugged soloists fill rooms with auditory delights. Shayla Saeed, for example, can hunch over guitar, turn your world black as your heart quivers. I think your heart is black and your world is black at the New Times. What a pile of crap. Oh, here's one that you're going to like, especially this audience. Best public restroom. All right.
Please tell.
The best public restaurant room is at Houston's in the Gables. I got to read about this. The best public restroom. This is something that's been just...
That's a gay club, you moron.
Houston's understands that business types out for a 3-martini lunch are not going to leave the comforts of the executive washroom at the office for just any old porta potty. That's why Houston's has taken steps to ensure that a trip to its throne will leave customers feeling like royalty.
You're looking for glory holes.
A long hallway separates the WC from the hustle and bustle of the rest of the restaurant. The full-length windows facing Miracle Mile add a nice touch of scenery along the way. Customers open the door and are greeted by chic stainless steel sinks and wastebaskets. Guys will rejoice over the fans just above each urinal that blow a sweet breeze downward. You feel a sweet breeze between your knees.
That's important, downward.
But for men and women alike, it's the attention to detail that makes these restrooms restful. The Houston management style might be best described as fussy. Some would say totalitarian. So it won't come as a surprise that the black-clad servers are required to inspect the bathrooms every 30 minutes.
About 30, man.
They have yeah, we know what they're doing.
You're looking for glory holes.
They have a checklist of items that must be in place. Double rolls of toilet paper, for example, must display a cascading effect. In other words, the flap must be pulled from the top, not the bottom. Also, servers are required to count the hand towels by the sink. If they've fallen below the 35 mark, they must be replenished to exactly that amount, flap facing down, of course.
Of course.
Wow.
Yes.
What a fabulous experience. It's almost enough to make you want to just go...
Go there.
Yeah. Go and go. Wow. 5670560, pound 560. Here's line 9, QAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
In Cold Blood.
Truman Capote.
Yeah, that movie just chilled me.
I saw that just a couple of months ago, as a matter of fact. Okay, Pally, say hi to Truman, Harry, and Capote. Where's the city link? There we go. Oh, no, wait a minute. I don't understand. How many of, oh, here it is. Just big, this is like the Sunday Herald and the Sun Sentinel. Just gigantic.
They live for this.
Heavy dude. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ads.
That's what I'm talking about.
Granted, I grant you that it doesn't cost anything. These are just rags that, a few people pick up and most people don't. But, they're just rags with loads of ads. Just tons and tons. And of course, if you're a restaurant and you advertise in here, I'll guarantee you're the best at something. The best restaurant that advertises on page 87. Oh yeah, that's this one. We already been through these radio personalities. Best local artist. Best local website, bangbus.com. Traditional feminists will likely be aghast, but our choice features locally based and produced comedic porn films, weekly episodes showing random women bribed off the street into a van, then into depravity. I don't think we should be even talking about this. Bang Bus. That sounds like something on that 60 Minutes piece in France last night. Best local writer, Carl Zablotny. Do you have any idea who that is?
The Bang Bus?
No, Carl Zablotny.
No.
I have no idea who that even is, nor do I care. Best tourist trap, the Island Queen. Oh, I thought she was just in here.
That's the Highland Queen.
No. Best dance company. This is, I can't, I'm not going to wait. No wonder you stuck it over in the corner. It's just cock out.
Exactly.
Crap. Jim Kelly says, love the show. Been listening for about 20 years now. Fatso made me laugh like I haven't laughed in years. Out loud, rolling on the floor, laughing. Just saw it last night on HB. Oh! For the first time. Been thinking about it all day. Fatso is my pick for your poll, says Jim Kelly. Good choice, Jim. Very underrated movie. Everybody should see it.
Get the honey, Junior.
Especially us fat people. We should tie Zach and the Beast. Tie them to a chair and force them to watch it all day.
I'll start buying rope.
Yeah. While
I'll let you know when I'm done.
Having a bunch of Luxembourg sitting just far enough out of their reach that they can smell it, but they can't reach it. Godfather 79, Bowling for Columbine 60, Star Wars 44, Jaws 34, Debbie Does Dallas 18, good choice, tied with Network 18. I think Faye Dunaway was in both. The Exorcist 16, Fast Times at Ridgemont High 16, Schindler's List 15, Apocalypse Now 15, a pox on all of yous. Scarface 14, Psycho 8, Alien 8, The Deer Hunter 8, Easy Rider 6, The Killing Field 6, all of these morbid. Oh, speaking of uplifting though, Midnight Express at 4. Talking about that.
It had a happy
well, they like
ending.
to shower together, okay? The Passion of the Christ 3, Rosemary's Baby 3, Bambi 3, Texas Chainsaw Massacre's got a pair, The Pianist had 2.
I didn't say nothing.
Silence of the Lambs had a pair, Last Temptation of Christ 1, and none yet out of almost 400 votes. 0 for Love Story. Magnolia's got none. Oh, God. Dr. Zhivago, The Screaming Skull, In Cold Blood, and Fatso. But some of those just went on there. They'll start moving. Or else. 20 till 1 at QM. You know, nobody wants to talk or even think about cancer, heart disease, all these grotesque diseases that the Lord gave to us. But it's a proven fact that disease responds extremely well to treatment if you detect it early. That's why I strongly and enthusiastically recommend you do what I did a few weeks ago. Go over to Hollywood Diagnostic Center because they're proud to announce their virtual colonoscopy, their coronary heart scoring, and full body screening exams that can detect cancer, other life-threatening diseases in their early stages before it's too late. For all your imaging exams, call Hollywood Diagnostics at 954-966-3600 for the test that can give you and your family real peace of mind. At Hollywood Diagnostic Center, they offer you state-of-the-art imaging equipment. They have open MRI, high-speed CAT scan, nuclear medicine, and much more. So instead of just hoping for the best, find out what's really going on inside your body, especially if you have a genetic predisposition to heart disease, lung disease, all of these things. Maybe you're a heavy smoker and you're worried about those lungs. This is an amazing test, that full body scan. You really ought to be doing it. Hollywood Diagnostic Center, they've been serving the community for over 20 years. Their facility also provides a complete mobile diagnostic service that can come right to you. Call Hollywood Diagnostic Center. It could be a life-saving call for that imaging exam today. Call 954-966-3600. That's 954-966-3600.
Live and local. This is 560.
The radio's all yours now.
QAM.
Miami.
The price lifted, shifted higher than the ceiling. And ooh, it's a crunch worth feeling. Got me pissed off, feeling so ripped off. Gas, how'd you get so high? Gasoline, how'd you get so high? Gasoline, how'd you get so high? Am I gonna fill my tank that's dry? Gasoline, how'd you get so high?
Now everywhere you go, well, you're out of luck. Cause every gallon seems to be over $2. Sure, it's making good money for our economy, but it's really like taxing us all illegally. Now see my SUV gets only 10 MPG. Yes, I ought to own a car that runs on electricity. Don't blame OPEC for making us pay more. It's really George Bush trying to pay for the war.
Every motorist is voicing their objection. Ooh, we could hurt Bush's re-election. Got me pissed off, feeling so ripped off. Gas, how'd you get so high? Gasoline, how'd you get so high? Gasoline, how'd you get so high? I point my finger to the president, you guys. That's how the price of gas got high.
So let me tell you, Eric, I was down here in this chaos, and you were bugging me with that thing about, well, who do you want behind the beaded curtain today? And we were really pissed off. You believe us?
No.
No, not really. It sounds good, though, doesn't it?
Let's pretend.
So look what George got in the mail. Well, actually, I got it, but I passed it right over because my teeth are just fine. Okay, I don't want a bunch of really sparkling white teeth because if they're too white, it looks fake. Why?
Yeah. No, I need to take the dinge off of mine.
Yeah. Well, in your case, it might make a difference. In mine, it don't make no difference. I'm just a doddering old man, an old lech. But in your case, I mean, once you start running around again next weekend.
Once I start?
Yeah, once you continue running around this weekend. So it's one of those dental, it's got all kinds of tubes. And it's got now what are all those syringes in there? No, seriously. It's got a whole bunch of syringes. What has that got to do with tooth whitening?
That's the goop that you stick into the, it looks like the mouth guards that football players wear.
Yeah.
So you squirt the goop into the mouth guards and then you chomp on it.
Yeah. And what does that do? Make like a bridge? What do you do? Put in false teeth?
See?
And what do you do?
Fill up with it,
Oh, I see. And then you just keep that on there, and it whitens your teeth.
And hope you don't need to say anything for 2
and
hours.
What if you can't get it off? What if you can't like when they put that
I can always get it
to
off.
the dentist, and they have to. Yeah, I bet. That's what Anna Maria told me. Oh, and so anyway, here's the story that I was searching for before. Michael Moore admitted Sunday that his Fahrenheit 9/11 still doesn't have a distributor. Maybe sometime. See, and look at this, chopped off on the edge. I hate these stories, and I did this one. Maybe some distributors are afraid of the film, but he vowed the film must be open in the U.S., and it will before the election. George W. Bush has to be removed from office, he declared. And he, of course, is, as usual...
Absolutely correct, sir.
From the beginning, there was pressure to try to... See, I can't read this. It's all chopped off. Harvey Weinstein and Miramax agreed to distribute the film, but on April 23rd, Disney's senior VP of production, Brad Epstein, viewed the picture, reported back to Eisner. It'll be out. Don't panic, okay? He said, we decided that we're not going to leave it up to the Democrats and F it up again and lose it. How do you like that? The DVD release is targeted for October, which is plenty before the election, and Moore says he plans to include commentary and include info on the distribution. Asked if people will view his attacks on the administration as unpatriotic, Michael Moore said, I'm the most patriotic American who believes in the principles of his country, yada, yada, yada. And then it's all chopped off. Sorry about that. One of them things. Hate that. When a story you get to that, just like that thing that they keep faxing me over and over again from Prison Planet there, from Alex Jones, and the one word is not there. About the mystery Osama Yamama, the fat Osama video, and who claimed that it was done by and then the word is left out. Is it the CIA? Is it the FBI? Is it the SPCA?
That's that new group,
Maybe
the
it's
SAP.
the PTA. Maybe that's who done it, huh?
The SAP now.
I think the SAP done it. 83 for The Godfather, 62 Bowling for Columbine, 50 for Star Wars. Everybody else is lagging behind. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. What movie had the greatest impact on your ass? WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil. I've got one for you, Paul.
Okay, sir.
A movie that affected me dramatically called Curse of the Gay Eagler.
WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
That's something for your poll.
Uh-huh.
Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream is a fabulous, outstanding.
That movie made me afraid of a cup of coffee.
Okay, I don't blame you.
And an update on the Michael Moore situation?
Yes.
Harvey Weinstein and a partner are buying the rights from...
No, we know that was last week, but,
Yeah.
they're just getting more publicity, that's all.
Right.
It'll be out.
All right, cool.
Thanks.
Take it easy. Good show.
Just like Tom Cruise, it'll be out. Whether it wants to or not. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. You know about Tom Cruise?
It puts the lotion in the basket.
WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Oh, big Neil. I got you right away. That's amazing. Hey,
That's how it works, man.
Yeah, that's good.
We don't need any pimp, any intermediary on this show.
Hey, two things. One, movie for your poll.
Oh, and by the way, Mo, quit putting that Juan from Little Havana on the air. I get in the car this morning. The first call I hear is Juan from Little Havana. And then all of a sudden he's got some basketball expert on, and he tells Juan, well, just to hang on and call back in the next segment. Oh, Mo, no wonder you got no numbers. I'm sorry, go ahead. And Joe Rose don't want Geldie on his show. Go ahead.
Free to ring. Leaving Las Vegas, I couldn't have a drink for like a month after that movie.
Okay, George is nodding his head fairly enthusiastically. It was powerful. It was great.
Made me feel ill. And second thing is, I know you can't play the Condoleezza Rice bit
That's
anymore,
for sure.
I never understood why they told you to take it off in the first place.
Because we got a bunch of cowards here.
But did they give you a specific reason? It's racist or whatever?
Yeah. All of these things.
all of those things.
People with no sense of humor, people that are trying to impugn our motives. But we can play this one though. Revised, edited, bleeped, all of these things. And maybe we'll later, but I doubt it. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Everybody is, and keep in mind, they were spineless. That was like a year and a half ago. So if you think they were nervous back then, oh man, you ain't seen nothing yet. In fact, now we can play. That's it. Yeah. No, that's all we can play. WQAM, hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Pretty good.
All right, the movie Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. One of these days I'm going to get around to watching that. Not. Thank you. Everybody loves it. They said it's very powerful. One of them prison movies. Kind of like the Abu Ghraib Jr.
It's adequate.
Adequate? I don't have time for... Attica. Well, now, that movie must have had a big impact on Freaky Carlos. Look what happened to her. Dog Day afternoon. In fact, I heard she's going in for the operation this afternoon, is what I heard. Yeah, the operation that turns you into like a human being. Not necessarily of any gender, just human being. And then if it works on Carlos, then I know somebody else who might...
I'm listening.
Consider. Now, don't be picking on my good buddy Mo. We had a nice little chat this morning. It was interrupted by the fact that the alarm on that door kept going off. He was holding the door open there and... No, seriously.
Really?
What is that all about? It was like 8:05.
That summons everybody. Fire, rescue...
Nobody showed up. No, they don't,
of course not.
No, they don't show up in this building. They don't give a crap. Plus, they're so far away. They're at least 4 blocks away. And maybe they're busy at that Jamaican barber shop there. There's a lot of good stuff going on there. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Bill.
Yes, sir.
The show sucks. Retire.
Okay, great. WQAM, hello. QAM.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
Great.
Great. How about pink flamingos for your poll?
Okay.
And I want to say George did a really great job in your absence, and please keep up with the bedtime stories.
Okay, thanks, pal.
We love you, man.
And have a great day.
Thanks.
Well, here you go. Speaking of bedtime stories, here's one for you. Savannah, Georgia. 2 months after he surrendered to the Army saying he preferred prison to fighting an oil-driven war, a U.S. soldier who left his unit in Iraq faces a court-martial this week on desertion charges. Staff Sergeant Camilo Mejia, 28, of the Florida National Guard, could go to prison for a year and get a bad conduct discharge if convicted by a military jury of officers and enlisted soldiers. Colonel Gary W. Smith, a military judge at nearby Fort Stewart, has scheduled a court-martial to start Wednesday and last 3 days. Mejia of Miami Beach left his unit, the 1st Battalion, 124th Infantry Regiment, in Iraq last October on a 2-week furlough to the U.S. He was gone for 5 months until he turned himself into the Army in March, saying his war experience made him decide to seek conscientious objector status. The desertion charge against Mejia is being treated separately from his application for objector status because he did not return to the Army as ordered before filing the paperwork. They're totally separate actions, said Lieutenant Colonel Cliff Kent, a spokesman for Fort Stewart, which is located
about 30
miles south of Savannah. Mejia said he left the war in part because he was upset over seeing civilians killed. He said he was especially upset over an incident in which his unit was ambushed and civilians were hit in the ensuing gunfire, and another in which he said an Iraqi boy died after confusion over which military doctor should treat him. He also claims he saw Iraqi prisoners treated with great cruelty when he was put in charge of processing detainees last May at Al-Assad, an Iraqi air base occupied by U.S. forces. And on it goes. Well, good luck to you, senor. He'll need it.
Yeah.
All these kids being sent over there to be slaughtered like cattle. We're approaching very rapidly the 800 number now.
Yeah, and?
Not to mention the thousands and thousands of wounded, and not to mention the thousands of Iraqis, but then again I forgot they don't count.
They shouldn't have bombed us.
Yeah, if they would have just left us alone, if they'd have stayed off those planes, if they'd have quit consorting with Saddam, all of those things that we say that they did. And now we got this sarin gas and that mustard plaster gas. Look out, baby. And I heard it wasn't French's after all, it was a big poupon, is what I heard. Yeah.
Great. Gliddens.
In fact, in my Herald yesterday, I was going through all of that crap in there. I found a coupon for my poupon in the Herald. And that's what the Herald is good for. If you have a dog, that's what the Herald is good for. Poupon.
Better change the subject.
Why?
Somebody might come in here and
and have a difficult defecation in the programming orifice. 12:56 at 560 WQAM. What a wuss, man. What a simpering little wuss. Spring into savings right now and save like never before on a great new car or truck. from Armstrong Toyota of Homestead. They're on US 1, 20 minutes south of the 836. And Armstrong Toyota of Homestead is worth the drive because you're going to save so much cash, thousands and zillions on great new Toyotas. Check out these great lease deals. An 04 Camry or 4Runner, just $269 a month for 48 months. How about an 04 Highlander, just $309 a month? Need a truck? How about an 04 Toyota Tundra, the safest truck in America, just $179 a month for 48 months? These are just some of the savings waiting right now for you at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead. General Manager David Rich wants you to come in because they'll do just about anything to get you a deal done and put you in a great new Toyota today. Their service department's even open late to late weeknights to make sure they get all your work done for you and done right. Easy to find them. They're on the corner of US 1 and 293rd Street in Homestead, just 20 minutes south of the 836. And they offer you a deal right now that's unheard of. Armstrong Toyota of Homestead offers you free tires, free batteries, and replacement parts for life. That's right, I'll say it again. Tires, batteries, and free parts for life. Nobody else nowhere does that. So forget about those mega car dealers and car giants who have all those screaming commercials and yell and make all kinds of promises and always let you down. Do the smart thing. Call a GM at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead, David Rich, at 305-242-3247 for an honest-to-goodness unbeatable deal. 305-242-3247. Drive a little and save a ton on that great new Toyota at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead.
We are Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Just the 1 to 2 hour, it's a phenomenon!
It was on a Saturday morning at exactly 9:04, but nothing could prepare me when I knocked on Riley's door. He was drowsy, he was grumpy, and in bad need of a shave. He was just about to put a cat into the microwave. I asked to use the bathroom, and he said he didn't care. He was reading the Sun Sentinel in his underwear. I looked above the toilet where the towels used to be, and there was fixed a crucifix, a fix for all to see.
All right.
I didn't seek salvation. I had come to mow the lawn, but I found Jesus in Rick Riley's John. Yes, Brother Rick, he changed my life upon that fateful day. 'Cause by the time I washed my hands, I'd washed my sins away. Now I'll learn to be intolerant. I'll watch Pat Robertson, and I'll vote for Pat Buchanan, even if he doesn't run. I'll pretend to be a hipster, but my liberal days are gone. 'Cause I found Jesus in Rick Riley's John.
Oh! Not sure we can say that anymore. Can we say it?
No.
Too bad. 103 at 560 WQAM. We got Curtis Stevenson for the Mad Dog at 2 because the Mad Dog is, he ain't here today. That's all. Don't ask any questions. Right. He just ain't here today. Don't feel like it.
And nobody going to question him either.
You better believe it. Not with those numbers, they're not. The Humper, Henry Goldberg, will be at Shula's at 4 to 7, and after that it's TV time. Now, I've been trying to tell you people for years, 4,000 reasons not to get on those cruise ships, and nobody ever wants to believe me. Every time you turn around, here's another bunch of women getting raped on there, or some horrendous thing going, or guess what, another fire is going on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That weren't no thing.
No. A cruise ship with 158 people on board caught on fire about 3 miles south of Port Everglades yesterday afternoon. Nobody was injured. Thank the Lord.
Absolutely correct, sir. Oh, God.
Fire broke out around 12:30 in the engine room of the Sun Cruise Casino, which left at noon for a 5-hour sail, according to U.S. Coast Guard Petty Officer Anastasia Burns. Anastasia, Pat Boone did that on Dot Records. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then they stuck Boone in the box. Passenger Bill Gomez of Oakland Park said the boat trip began uneventfully, and the ship's operators had just announced 10 minutes until the casino would open. Then, boom! There was a bang, and black smoke started coming out of the ship, and we were dead in the water, so to speak. He sure knows how to turn a phrase. Passengers were moved to the upper part of the boat, waited for help to arrive. Helicopter news footage showed people standing on the outdoor top deck of the ship wearing life vests. Smoke or flames weren't visible. What a great vacation we had on the Sun Cruise Casino. Some of the older people had problems getting around. Maria Moncayo of West Palm said she fell and hurt her leg slightly. Oy.
Oi!
Her friend visiting from New York, Maria Collier, hurt her hip. Both were fine, walking a few hours later. Boy, I sure hope they find a good attorney real soon. I bet they already have. We couldn't breathe. We were coughing and coughing, Collier said. We're dying over here. The cause of the fire is unknown, but an investigation is planned. Yada, yada, yada. Why do you go on these cruise ships? What's wrong? Are you people crazy or what?
Yes.
Man.
Gambling.
What? Or gambling what? You got to go on a cruise ship to gamble? Go over there to the Indians, man. They got those make-believe slot machines. Speaking of that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm assuming that Hard Rock Inn, or whatever it's called, the
Whatever.
Hard Rock Hotel, that's the casino, right?
I assume. I haven't
In
been
Hollywood.
there.
Because when my friend Ken took me home yesterday in the limo yesterday morning, we went by there. That place, you couldn't have found a parking spot for $5 million. I mean, it was just jammed up, wall to wall, man.
Well, good for them.
Leave it to the Indians. They know how to do it. It's kind of like the mafia. I'm not comparing the Indians with the mafia, but I'm just saying, whatever the Presidente of the church won't give you,
right?
Then they'll give it to you.
And they want it.
They want it. They want their gambling. They want their booze. They want their sex. They want their all of these things. All the things that the mob provides. They want it. A lot of money in that white powder.
Sugar.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes.
This Neil?
Yeah, bad voice. Bad phony voice, sir. WQAM, hello.
Talk to Neil.
Speaking.
I got one for the poll.
Okay.
My decision would be American Beauty.
American Beauty. Change your life?
Yeah, he gave me hope.
Okay.
City Link, I was surprised they left out one of the 80s former rappers in their radio personality.
Yeah.
Cool Mo D.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, that syringe that came in the thing.
Right, in the
for
thing.
The teeth, that's just the applicator tube, of course. But you want to avoid that, man, because I tried it, and my teeth, I woke up the next day, was a nice gradient yellow from left to right.
All right.
It looked like one of those meters.
You glow in the dark at no extra charge.
God bless you, brother.
Thanks, Pally. That's the applicator tube. Yeah, just tell Rush to... Yeah. Stick it, Rush. And by the way, pop another one for us, you idiot, you fat lying sack of crap. You pill-popping phony, hypocrite.
Hey, he's a pill-chewing phony.
I see. Well, chew on this. What movie had the greatest impact on you? Godfather, 88. Bowling for Columbine, 67. Star Wars, 55. How sad. Jaws, 39. Debbie Does Dallas, 26. Now we're talking. Apocalypse Now, 21. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, 20. Network, 19. Should be much higher than that. But they don't get it. They don't understand
they
it.
don't. We've been over this.
Schindler's List, 18. The Exorcist, 18. Scarface, 16. Well, see, I know we've been over it, but I keep saying it just in hopes that I'll insult them into watching it again. And,
no.
No. Alien, 12.
I don't know.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
When that thing popped out, is that what did it for
That
him?
must have been.
I always liked Charlie Weaver better than Sigourney Weaver anyway. Psycho, 8. The Passion of the Christ, 8. Killing Fields, 8. Easy Rider, 6. Bambi, oh Bambi, please come home, 5. Silence of the Lambs, 4. Midnight Express, 4. Let's all go take a shower. The Pianist, 3. Rosemary's Baby, 3. Last Temptation of Christ appear. And the rest of these have got like Requiem for Dreams only got 1. Magnolia's got the big, oh no! See, they're just trying to suck up to you, that's all.
Oh yeah, that's new.
That's why they're not voting for it. Oh, look at that bald-headed geek.
Keep telling him if he'd shave his head.
Maybe you'd like to give him the applicator tube and see where he...
have several.
Yeah, where he'd like to insert it. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. WQAM, hello.
Yes, I got something for the poll.
Yes, sir.
Someone suggested Matrix earlier, so I'm going to say Contact.
Contact?
Yes.
Had the greatest impact on your life.
Well, it gave me hope.
Okay.
And to Lush, I have no life.
Go ahead.
To keep peeling those grapefruits.
Okay, thank you. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT. Keep peeling them fruits, Rush. 9 minutes after 1 at 560 WQAM. You know, Voom is TV, but it's not just regular TV. Anybody can see that. It's high-definition TV delivered via satellite dish and HD receiver. The picture is so dang superior to regular TV, you almost won't believe it. The quality is like comparing the latest DVD to an old, blurry kinescope from the early days of television. Voom is the only entertainment system designed for high-definition TV specifically. Voom's got the most HD TV anywhere and provides all the equipment necessary to enjoy the ultimate HD TV experience, including satellite dish, HD receiver, and a remote as well. And Voom's got over 30 channels of HD programming. You can watch ESPN in high definition. That's 3 times more than you get from cable. And they got all your other favorite channels, too, like HBO, MTV, even your local yokel channels, too. Voom has got over 120 channels of great entertainment. Voom has even got exclusive channels of HD movies, music, and sports that are not available on your cable or satellite. So, with Voom, you get everything you got now, plus all these awesome high-definition channels. What could possibly be not to like? Call Voom today for a limited-time offer, which offers you free installation, no upfront cost, and no long-term commitment. Call 1-866-848-8666, but you better do it real soon because the offer ends May 31. That's 1-866-848-8666, or check them out online at Voom.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Two-step. Two-step. Close your mind to what we tell you. Two-step. Lies that we provide become true. Two-step. If you're confused and do not know what to believe, just watch your undercorporate news on TV. The media will tell you what to think. Close your mind and two-step. 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 You will worship Lord Bush Panther. Two-step. Smile when you pump gas in your car. Two-step. You no longer have a mind of your own. Naughty America owns your soul. They have you lemmings well under control. Democracy is dead. Two-step. 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 Sing along with me. Palo punto B. 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 Palo punto B.
I'm listening.
1:15 at 560 WQAM. Earl says the Omen very haunting. He's haunted by the Omen. That was good. That's another one I should have quit right after the first one. No more sequels, please. Pretty please. Let's see. American History X says that Jay Lyon, who's becoming really chronic now.
Yeah, good choice.
American History X says the dinner speech made me think that this country is almost hopeless, but made me think. Almost hopeless? What do you mean, almost? I'm sorry. You know, it's interesting, these polls now that Kerry supposedly is 5 points ahead. It's not that all those people want to vote for Kerry. They want to vote against Bush.
Right, that's it. Just think of what a real candidate would generate.
Right. I'd say 70, 80.
Yeah.
%. But maybe we just want to make it exciting. You think that might be what it is? Or maybe it's just ineptitude.
Yes.
Oh, for a second there, I scared the hell out of me. I thought we had another button that was like deleted there. Yeah, what's that all about?
See, to reprogram the button, you put something else in. It takes a deliberate act to erase.
You have to hit assign preset.
Right. And then hit nothing.
Right. So you have, in order to erase something, you have to do it like deliberately.
Right.
So somebody's been in here potchking around, and the cavalier attitude that the middle level management has in this place it's pathetic. It's embarrassing to me. See, it's one thing when I'm up there and I don't have to see them face to face, but to see the kind of wishy-washy, namby-pamby, like, oh, gee, I don't think I did that, you know. What is that, you know?
What's it got to do with sports?
Oh, I forgot about that. I know what Duff needs.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, slapping a puss. Go ahead, Boca. Boca Brian's going to go in Duff's office right now and slap on the side of that. And when he's finished doing that, he's going to go into Clarence's office and slap him. Slap him silly. Sillier than he already is. Most influential film, says Phil in Mudgate, the Blair Witch Project. Now, see, don't put that on there, because I boycotted the movie theater. See, I didn't ask. That's not the question, the most influential film. And to show you how Phil is losing it fast in Margate, he says, can you still play We Are the FAGs? And the answer, of course, is no. Not a chance, not even close. In fact, I'm wondering, is there any, let's see, one moment. It's under here it is. Here's how much of it we can play, Phil. In Mudgate. And all the ships at sea. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. We almost got a vocal there.
No, I could have played a little of that too, but then it starts, I don't want to get back to the thing with that rhinestone cowboy again,
I just drove Brian from the room.
Did you?
Sarin gas.
I saw him run out there. I thought he was going to go slap. Oh, George is emitting his own sarin gas. Wow.
It's a weapon of mass destruction.
Holy moly. NBC blocking use of Bush TV footage for film critical of war in Iraq. How do you like this? All the censorship all the time. Yesterday, NBC, the Roland Colin Powell people over there in the Middle East are pushing the camera over so we see a bunch of palm trees. And now, NBC is using its copyright protection to deny an award-winning filmmaker access of a recent appearance by President Bush on Meet the Press, possibly because the network is trying to protect the president politically, a Stanford law professor said today. Lawrence Lessig, testifying before a House Representatives Subcommittee on proposed revisions in a copyright law, said the network refused to allow the inclusion of a 1-minute clip from Tim Russert's oral office interview with the president on February 8th in an upcoming film on the war in Iraq. The footage was requested by film director and producer Robert Greenwald, who last year produced an award-winning documentary about the Iraq War, Uncovered, in which CIA, Pentagon, and Foreign Service experts detailed the lies, misstatements, and exaggerations by the Bush administration that led to the U.S. invasion more than a year ago. Cinema Libre Distribution intends to distribute a new-length theater version of the film Uncovered, the War in Iraq. In preparing the extended version of the film, Greenwald wanted to include a 1-minute clip from NBC's Meet the Press interview. Lessig told the Subcommittee on Commerce, Trade and Consumer Protection Greenwald was denied permission. The agent informing Greenwald's agent of the decision stated, unofficially, we don't think it makes the president look good. Bush appeared poorly prepared and uncertain in his responses to Russia's questions about the war, which now has claimed almost 800 American lives, yada, yada, yada. But NBC refused to allow any of the footage to be released and thus, said Lessig, put anyone using excerpts from the show under the fair use doctrine at legal risk. How do you like that? Censorship is everywhere, man.
What a surprise.
Yeah, what a shock. Oh, it makes them look bad? Can't use it. Can't do that. What a bunch of suckholes.
They better not let him out anymore then.
Better not let him speak.
Right, makes him look bad.
Mike W. says the Yearling, the original, not the crappy remake, the Yearling.
Okay.
First saw on Sunday afternoon when I was a kid with only black and white TV. Watched it over and over in color as a grown-up. I laughed, I cried. It became a part of me, the Yearling. What? He's just horsing around.
Oh.
The Yearling.
It was about a deer anyway.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, in that case. What movie had the greatest impact on you? That's the question. It's not which one was the most scary, not which one you hated the most that made you walk out like Phil in Mudgate who needs mental help. Keith in Boca says, Old Yeller. Now you notice
along that vein, yeah.
Constant theme that seems to be going around with these movies. Real tearjerkers. Oh, Bambi. Oh, Lassie, come home. Oh, Old Yeller. All of that. I mean, I miss my dogs, but I'll survive.
Will you? Somehow?
Somehow. Some way. They were fine, but life goes on. Why don't you get a new dog, Neil?
No.
Let's see. Somebody here, Todd says, Todd with a very interesting name. Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, get the gas mask out.
I lit matches.
George is dropping the old sarin gas. Oh, look at that. Judy Woodruff. Gay marriages today. They're getting married like crazy in Massachusetts. Wait till they find that Miss Drudge is up there with David Brock. That'll be a scandal. Saving Private Ryan. The first 20 minutes storming the beach in Normandy make you appreciate what that generation of men did for all who follow them in this country. Saving Private Ryan.
Got it.
Saving Ryan's Privates.
Good movie.
Saw it about 100 years ago. That's old.
Tom Hanks.
Oh, like I said, I saw it. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. Tom Hanks, who, the good news is he's aging very rapidly. Have you seen him lately?
It's catching up with him.
He looks like he's about 90. So, I mean, not that we wish him any ill or anything like that. Like Fat Boy, who's, we hope his plane crashes on the way up to New York, Buffalo.
No, he's all right.
In fact, with him on it. Who's all right?
Fat Boy.
Based on what?
Based on the QAM curve.
He's all right?
Hiya, Pally!
No, he's not. That ambush he pulled in this morning, in the middle of all this other stuff going on. And then Eric acting up with that beaded curtain girl like some kind of an emotional cripple up there in Orlando. Would you grow up already, Eric? Does everybody have to hold your hand to do the most simple little things? My God. I hear that his Japanese wife even asked him to hold his hand while he's got the chopsticks to eat the sushi. That's what I heard. She's got to hold it.
With chopsticks.
What movie had oh, what a thought. What movie had the greatest impact on you? Godfather 91, Bowling for Columbine 72. And by the way, Joe Rose don't want Geldie on his show, okay? I hope Geldie's listening. I hope that everybody passes the information along to you, okay? Quit trying to suck up with Joe Rose to extricate yourself from the Mo Show. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
I bet you do. I mean, you talk about a desperado. He is just desperate to get off of that show. Which is why when I saw the two of them come out of that downstairs door this morning in a lip lock, I couldn't believe it. So maybe he's just like, moving back in now. Step back in. Yeah. Because maybe the rumor got out that Joe Rose don't want any part of him. Joe's doing great. Joe doesn't need any assistant for a 2-hour show. You don't need a sidekick to do a 2-hour show. Okay? Mad Dog's on 2 hours. Does he have a sidekick?
No.
No. Who else do we got that does a short show?
A 2-hour show?
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Hank, he's on only 3 hours. Does he have a sidekick?
No.
I'm on 4 hours. Do I have a sidekick?
No.
No. Well,
Eddie K.
Eddie K, he's on sometimes 5 hours till the wee hours of the morning, till every last ball has been batted. Does he have a sidekick?
No.
No. So what the hell does Joe Rose need a sidekick? He's doing just fine. He's kicking ass. And once again, Greg Reed using Barry Jackass as the mouthpiece. All this other crap. Putting out all these feelers, doing the test balloons. He just won't leave it alone. Haven't you messed things up already? We just had a great book. Okay, so Mo is old. He's, people don't like him. He puts Juan from, see, if I'm going to interfere, well, that's what I would interfere in. I'd sit him down and say, listen, you doddering old man, and quit squeezing the bag. Listen, you silly old coot. Quit putting those regular callers on there. That's the kind of middle-level management we need in this place.
Somebody to teach radio.
Somebody to teach someone else something about radio, about talk radio. The only problem is here, we don't have anybody working here who knows anything about talk radio and management. From the top down. They wouldn't know talk radio if you stuffed it up their ass. If there were gurgling sounds coming from their prostate, they still wouldn't know what it was. I'm telling you. If they had Pharrell making gurgling sounds inside their rectum, they wouldn't know what the hell it was. Yeah. And they're gonna sit people down and say, you're putting, the audience does not want to hear. I mean, we could rent a room at the Holiday Inn and just have like a little group of hangers on there. I'm serious. I get in the car, I'm coming to work this morning. There's the first call. In addition to which, you can't complain about Mo's show because he doesn't have a show anymore.
Absolutely.
All they do is him and Geldie alternate doing spots. That's all they do.
Oh, I might listen to that.
That's all they do is spots. He had some schmuck on talking about basketball, the NBA, and that was it. And then he had Juan from Little Havana for a minute and a half and cut him short because he had this very important caller guest on the phone. That was it. In a half an hour, the rest was all spots. Nobody wants to hear freaking Juan from Little Havana except Juan from Little Havana. He's another jackass that wants to hear the sound of his own voice. He's an idiot. He's a moron.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So quit putting them on. And the same with Mark the Jets fan.
Absolutely.
And all these other chronics. Nobody wants to hear chronic regular callers. It's a kiss of death.
And we don't want to hear Richie. We just want to see him with some sandwiches.
Right. We don't want to hear no Richie from Boar's Head.
Absolutely.
Just bring in the free meat, okay? We want Richie to bring in his meat, but not no phone calls. 27 after 1 at 560 WQAM. Buying a mattress can be a real pain in the ass. So many brands, different model names at every store. It's almost impossible to compare. And then, of course, you top that off with all those phony sales, phony promises, and strings attached, and you really have to read the fine print. Which is why Dollar Mattress is such a machaya, such a breath of fresh air. It's the easiest possible way to buy a mattress. When you call 1-800-Mattress, you get the best prices on the best brands with your delivery on your schedule when it's convenient for you, and the best customer service in the universe. Why would you want to shop anyplace else unless you're a moron? Dollar Mattress won the 2004 Better Business Bureau Local Torch Award for Excellence because they work harder than anybody else to earn your business before, during, and even after the sale. When you call 1-800-Mattress, talk to one of their expert betting consultants, you can rest assured you can bet Greg's life on it. You're getting the best possible mattress anywhere. Choose from a complete line: Sealy, Serta, Simmons, King Coil, Tempur-Pedic, even Stearns and Foster Hewitt. Dollar Mattress takes same-day orders all day long from Kendall to Stewart, Palm Beach to Fort Myers, and everything in between. Call 1-800-Mattress right now, and then you pick the date and 2-hour delivery window you want that mattress delivered. They have an on-time record of 99.7%. You can't beat that. Every time my mattress is worn out, and like yours, just make that one simple call. That's the only way to do it. Call Dial a Mattress today, 1-800-Mattress, or log on to their website, mattress.com. Dial a Mattress, 1-800-MATTRES, the easiest, the smartest way to get you a great night's sleep.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
On the History Channel, the year is 1968. Young men across America are ordered to serve their country in Vietnam. Starting tonight, the History Channel takes a historical and hysterical look back as they reported to the draft board.
All right, listen up. When I call your name, step forward to be sworn in. Richard Cheney.
Here.
Are you ready to serve your country, son?
Sorry, pal, I got better things to do. Accept this check as a token of my gratitude.
Oh. Okay, who's next? Rush. This is real name. Limbaugh. Rush is the name, but you might know me as Jeff Christie on KUDL. Koodle has oodles of hits. Here's a white boy with a questionable name, B.J. Thomas.
Are you ready to serve your country, boy?
Let me tell you this, my friend. I'm one tough-talking college dropout that cherishes my God-given right to defend it with my mouth. Now, if you'll excuse me... You come back here. No, don't touch me. Now you don't understand. There's a boil on my hand. It's so big, I even named it Peter. And it hurts. Oh, I hate killers. I have gay tendencies, you know. I am attracted to middle-aged white men. No! I don't want to do it.
133 at 560 WQAM. Curtis Stevenson for the Mad Dog at 2. Now, it's really interesting because Dave the Cop, who just won't cut the crap, he writes, influential ? The Manchurian Candidate. Now, that's a good choice.
Indeed.
Great movie. It had big, but where did the word influential come from? Maybe I'm not reading the question often enough. Is that possible?
Yes.
No.
It doesn't matter.
What movie had the greatest impact on you? Now, what was the most influential movie that changed the world or the way we think or life in general? What movie had the greatest impact on you? That's not complicated, is it? Is it, Oh, I'm sorry. Godfather, 96. Bowling for Columbine, 72. Star Wars, 59. Jaws, 45. In fact, I think we can kill an extra hour of the show every day if I just spend the first hour explaining the poll question.
Still won't help.
No, but it'll kill some time.
Oh, good idea.
Jaws, 45. Debbie Does Dallas and Deerfield and Del Rey, 28. Apocalypse Now, 27. Network, 26. Schindler's List, 25. The Exorcist, 24. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, 23. The Deer Hunter, 19. Scarface, 16. Alien. A dozen. Alien. Maybe that's what they think we're saying. Alien.
Evian.
No, Alien. Poor little Alienito. Is he getting his Happy Meal? The Pact of the Christ, 10. Psycho, 8. Let me say it again. Did I mention it on the air that Castro, I did mention, I'll mention it again. Actually made himself look good, which is almost impossible. I'm watching those clips and I'm thinking to myself, when it has to be Fidel Castro who's conducting this forced nevertheless rally.
Well, when you have all that good material, how
the
can
presence
you go wrong?
of Adolf Bush with a mustache and the swastikas and about the fascism that America is exporting all over the world right now. And unfortunately, I have to say, Fidel.
Absolutely correct, sir.
How sad, yeah. Mike in Melbourne says, I was watching CNN Headline News, the certainly not news Nazi network this weekend, actually referred to Michael Moore as a muckraking filmmaker, Michael Moore. Of course, it would have been just as easy for them to refer to him as award-winning filmmaker or a critically acclaimed filmmaker, but that wouldn't fit in with the agenda. Just like when Ralph Nader said the Bush regime, and Wolf Blitzkrieg, his head starts spinning around like Linda Blair.
Oh, he knows what that word means.
The regime. Greg in Sunrise says, 3 days of the condor. Really creeped me out, 3 days of the condom. I've totally distrusted my government ever since. Oh, I saw an ad for Cialis again last night. And I want to say it again, Michael Moore and all you other hypocrites on the FCNC, you phony bastards,
You said Michael Moore.
What?
You said Michael Moore.
Michael Moore what?
You said Michael Moore.
I always do that. Michael Powell. They knew who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Michael Moore, Michael Powell, Michael Douglas, Michael Motorcycle, okay? Mike Lang. Just cut the crap. Quit nitpicking. This Cialis spot, which ran during the Super Bowl more than once, as a matter of fact, about, if you have an erection, it lasts more than 4 hours, better call your doctor. 4-hour erections they're talking about on a Super Bowl. Nobody batted an eyelash at that. In fact, Michael Powell's probably got a whole closet full of Cialis right now. If you want to go Cialis, he's probably at Michael Powell's house, hiding in the closet. You know Alice.
Not personally.
At the Palace. But, of course, Janet Jackson's booby, all of this crap that's going on out there, we've had to live through these past few months, why we can't say squat on the air, much less do it. Because of one alleged booby. Oh, my God, all this indeed. It was just an excuse. It was the same thing. That was to what they're doing now, just exactly what 9/11 was used to stir up the Iraq attack. Although, obviously, 9/11, I'm not comparing the two incidents, but nevertheless, just used as an excuse for aberrant, unacceptable acts. That's their favorite line of the pattern of behavior, their SOP. Oh, I'm sorry, their SO... Right. Here's a fax from Steve, who says, long-time listener, first-time faxer, caller. Well, that speaks well for your mental health, Steve. I was a senior in high school in 72, 73. Like most students, didn't have a clue about current affairs, and at the time, Watergate blew right by me until I saw All the President's Men. That film had a profound effect on my life and was probably instrumental in developing my flaming liberal leanings now politically. Thank goodness, Steve, and don't forget, vote early and often, okay, for whoever this other guy is. In fact, I think if we just say, the other guy.
Right, sure. Let's pretend it's
right.
Somebody
just as long as they know it's not Nader, doddering old fool. The other doddering old clown. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on your,
WQAM, hello. Not there. QAM, hello.
Greetings.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I caught that last fax. It's nice that he was moved in 72, but All the President's Men, the movie didn't come out till 76.
Yeah.
So 70s was a wild time. I wanted to bring a quote to your attention. Lover or hater, Ariana Huffington made a comment about the election. That, Kerry may not be this possible candidate, but when your house is burning down, you don't argue about redecorating.
Right.
It's a matter of getting Bush the hell out of there.
Yeah, we had that story on our website.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I put her columns on there all the time.
You know that Manchurian Candidate's coming out this summer. They're remaking it, right?
Uh-oh.
Yes. Denzel Washington is in the Frank Sinatra role.
Well, they look alike.
Both good singers.
Meryl Streep is playing the mother, what's her name? Mrs., the mother, the evil mother.
The mother.
The evil mom, yeah.
If you remember Liev Schreiber's playing the Lawrence Harvey role.
Great.
So it should be,
I hear Pinky Lee is in it, too.
Who?
I said it's going to be great.
Let's hope so.
Have a great day, Pally. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the good news. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Christian rock star sad for Britney. A Grammy Award-winning Christian rock star preaches a message of abstinence from sex until marriage. Says she feels sorry for pop princess Britney Spears, who herself once famously vowed to be a virgin until she wed. Rebecca St. James, a star of the U.S. Christian music scene, said she was disappointed that role models from the world of music and movies such as Spears led youngsters astray with their message of anything goes, if it feels good, do it. The biggest thing I feel for Britney is I feel sad for her, she told Reuters in an interview on Saturday. I also feel sad for the 9 or 10-year-olds watching her who see her dressing in a very promiscuous fashion, almost asking for people to treat her as a sex object. Oh, you know who else they're really pissed off at, too, now?
Who?
Your girlfriend, Jessica. Because she came out with these edible body lotions and...
Yeah, she's a slut.
Yeah. How do you like that? They're saying she doesn't realize that the only people stupid enough to be her fans are like 10, 11, 12 years old.
So who's that bitch you were just reading about?
This bitch,
I
which
never heard
I
of.
just tore it up, is a Christian rock star, Rebecca St. James.
Never heard of her.
A star of the U.S. Christian music
She's not
scene.
judging
You
it,
better
she-
get with your Christian music and get with the Lord, mister.
She better not be
'Cause
judging
you're going to
Britney.
burn in hell.
No, I'm not.
You're going to open up them gates of hell, man, and I'll tell you, when you're reunited with Greg Reed in there, I hope the two of you have one hell of a good conversation.
I'm going to be seated
So to
on the
speak,
left
if you
hand
pardon that
of the
expression.
Father.
Yeah. Man. The gates of hell are opening wide for all of us, and boy, what a party we're going to have.
Oh!
Yeah. All you goody two-shoes up there kissing God's ass, that's going to be really boring after the first 500 years. After all those first 50,000 Hail Marys, it's going to get a little bit, as Casey would say, ponderous, man. Getting ponderous. 141 at 560 WQM. If your low-carb diet ain't coming along too good, maybe some of the products you're buying are not what in fact, there was a big article in one of the Toronto papers, come to find out that many of the low-carb products on the market, they checked them out, and they're not what they appear to be or claim to be. That's why you love Delights of West Boca, because they've got all kinds of great things that legitimately are geared toward losing the most possible weight. Not just cutting back on carbs, but the lowest possible carbs anywhere. I was in Walgreens last night, and they have all these now, 8 million different kinds of these supposed low-carb bars. There was a little bar about the half the size of a Snickers bar. You know how many carbs it had in it?
About 30?
49. 49. Anyway, Delights of West Boca has got over 1,000 products with a focus toward the lowest carbs possible that can fit into your Atkins, Sugar Buster, South Beach, or any low-carb weight loss plan. The spring sale is in full swing right now at Delights, so stop on by. Their staff knows low-carb dieting inside and out for real, and they're open every day, 7 days a week from 10 till 10. This is a store you're going to love because it'll give you variety, give you something with some taste. Delights of West Boca, they're on the northeast corner of Glades and 441, right next door to Boston Market. Call them toll-free at 1-877-LOW-CARB, that's LOWCARB, or on the web it's lowcarb.com. Delights of West Boca really is your official Atkins retail center.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
It's a bitch.
Hey Jude, I'll bet you God won't be coming to get you. Oi! He won't take just anyone, only good Christian sheep and no heaps. Start banging on that Bible and change your party to Republican too. I'll listen to God when He has the rapture. No pants on in the hereafter. He takes all your clothes off because in heaven you're naked. Not much to do up there. No computers or cable TV. You get wings like an angel and meet others just as boring as you. I'll listen to God when He has the rapture. Oi! With no pants on in the hereafter.
Absolutely.
Well, welcome to heaven.
Yeah. What do I do now?
Well, I don't know.
You got a magazine or something?
Yeah, but you have angel wings.
Can I fly with it?
Doesn't work that way. Sorry.
It's 147 at 560 WQM. Curtis Stevenson for the Mad Dog at 2. Mad Dog's screwing off today. Humper at 4 from Shula Steak 2. And following that, it's time to turn on that tube, that applicator tube. What is your, what movie had the greatest impact on you? Not the most influential, not the movie that was the scariest, not the movie that was the most tear-jerking. What movie had the greatest impact on you? WQAM, hello.
Oh, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I got a movie for your poll.
Yes?
Deep Throat really did it for me.
Okay, good. Deep Throat, put that on there. He's serious. Well, if we can put Debbie Does Dallas, it did it for him. WQAM, hello.
Boring.
Yes, you are. QAM, hello.
Yeah, Steve from Blaine.
Yes, Steve.
got a movie for you.
Okay.
What was the Faye Dunaway, Warren Beatty movie? The Bank Robbers?
The bank robbers?
Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, Bonnie and Clyde.
That
Those
was
bank
pretty
robbers, yeah.
And also the car chase scene in Bullet. Intense. Anyway, that's all I got, man.
What was a good car chase scene?
It was intense. Yeah. Oh, that Arab movie, too. That was filmed intense.
Lawrence of Arabia?
Uh-huh.
Used to be able to say something else.
Intense. They just don't get it. I don't want to say that people are a little, but they are. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Pink Flamingos is my choice.
It's on there.
It's on there.
Oh, is it on there?
Don't feel bad, but it's on there. Somebody beat you to it.
Absolutely divine. Thank you, Neil.
Okay, thank
it
you.
It had a great impact on me, too.
Did it?
Yeah. We can't talk about why.
Oh, okay.
Has to do with a dog.
WQAM, hello. No, that was Magnolia. QAM.
Hi, Neil. Movie for your poll.
Happiness. Yes.
Jeff Stryker's biggest hit.
Okay, great. WQAM, hello.
Neil, did anybody mention A Clockwork Orange?
No, they did not.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A Clockwork Orange. It's good we sneak that in before the end of the show, isn't it? Now that they're coming up with all these depraved porno movies with frickin' Jeff Stryker and all these other illiterate goombas. Good golly,
I like
Miss
that.
Molly.
Goomballs.
Yeah, goomball.
Not on the
I
list.
don't care how many Dago, Guinea, what
Goomballs.
Goombas come out of the woodwork.
Yeah. There you go. WQAM, hello. Good cell phone. Yes.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Dump?
Yeah, Forrest Gump. That was a good movie.
Okay, I believe you. Okay, that was a good movie. A, it was not a good movie. B, if that was had the most, I guess this guy hasn't seen too many movies in his life. Maybe
about 30, man.
Maybe about 5. WQAM, hello.
By far not the best movies, but influential in my life.
Influential in your life, yes.
I got 2 of them.
But one will suffice.
Well, they're both good though.
They're too bad. I didn't get either one of them.
Oh, bless you.
You know what it's like? It's like a bunch of little children who just refuse to behave. Like going into a kindergarten. Okay, children, stop rattling your spoons and making noise and farting in my face and doing all of these things. And they just refuse to do it.
And you don't even have kids, so let me tell you.
I understand,
right on.
but I mean,
Absolutely
it's so
correct,
sad
sir.
because they can pick anyone they want. They can make any reason for what they want or don't even have to make a reason. I mean, it's so simple. But they just have got their own agenda, man. They just make it up as they go along. Godfather's got an even 100. I can start smelling that all the way in here. With all the matches and the incense. Yeah, you better burn that studio when I get out of here.
It burns.
Yeah, wait till Greg comes in, about 10 minutes after I leave, then burn it down. Godfather 100, Bowling for Columbine 74, Star Wars 63, Jaws 48. Debbie Does Dallas has got
about 30, man.
Schindler's List 28. Now, which came out first, Deep Throat or Jaws? Apocalypse Now 27. The Exorcist 26. Network 26. Fast Times at Ridgemont High 26. Oh, no question about it.
Right.
Yeah, and whenever I'm thinking about Network, I think of Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That pool
It's in the
scene.
same. The Deer Hunter 19. Scarface 17. The Passion of the Christ 13. Alien 12. Killing Fields 8, Psycho 8, American Beauty 7, Easy Rider 7, American History X 6, Bambi, Please Come Home Bambi 6, Pink Flamingo 6, Midnight Express 5, Saving Private Ryan 5, Dr. Zhivago 4, Requiem for a Dream 4, Silence of the Lambs 4, The Pianist 4. I better take a look at the bottom here and see if Magnolia's got even one. Magnolia finally got one. Thank you. Somebody with good taste. It's great. I don't care what you say.
I ain't say
You're
nothing.
just a hard ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a must-see, and it will have a great impact.
The Frogs had a great impact.
The Frogs had a big impact on his windshield, and also on, what's his name? I don't know the name of the guy who played the game show host. I don't know what his name is.
Right, I forget.
It had a big impact on him, as a matter of fact. Oh, jeez.
William H. had a great impact on the concrete.
Right, and not quite so much of an impact on the bartender. 152 at 560 WQM. If your carpets need an impact, as in a cleaning job, here's the answer for you. Draw Concepts, the best in the world. If you want to schlep, I saw a guy in a mall the other day schlepping equipment. These guys that go to the supermarket and they schlep all this heavy equipment to go home.
The
they think they're going to clean their own carpets. You got to be crazy. All you're going to do is make a mess. You're going to schmutz up your floor. If you want your carpets looking brand new and staying that way for a long time, Dry Concepts is the way to go because they dry clean your carpets and they have only certified trained technicians who know what they're doing as opposed to you. And when they're finished, your carpets look like brand new. They smell lemony fresh. They're vibrant in color, soft to the touch. They're dry in a couple of hours, and you'll say, this is a miracle right on my floor. They also do an unbeatable job of cleaning your furniture and area rugs and oriental rugs and drapery, upholstery, all of these things. So do what I've been doing for over 20 years. Trust the people who are the best in the world and who give you a written guaranteed price up front before they start the job. No rip-offs, no scams at the end. Dry Concepts. And at the present time, they're offering you a special deal, too. When you call Dry Concepts, ask them to put you on their standby list, which will save you an extra 15% on your next carpet cleaning job. What's not to like? Call them today, toll-free, 1-800-248-5071. That's 1-800-248-5071, or on the web, it's dryconcepts.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Take me fishing and show me how smart you are.
Sorry, kid, not this time. It's my turn to go fishing with your uncle. Now go inside. I hear your father calling you. Go ahead, Fredo. Let's go fishing.
The Florida Fishing Council encourages family togetherness. This summer, take a loved one fishing.
I don't think I ever played that before.
I've never heard it before.
He was just in here. Where did that come from? That is miraculous. I don't think I ain't played that before. Anyway, here's some more to add on there. Glenn Jr. wants to know, where's Caddyshack? Please add if you haven't already. Oh, I'm so sorry. Caddyshack. Okay. Had a big impact on again, they don't understand the question. Here's one that says Platoon. Got it? Platoon.
Yeah, I put it on there for Adam.
Adam
Turan.
Oh, really?
Pokey
Hey, go out and sell something, Adam, okay? Quit sitting around the building listening to the show. Oh, he's about as close as we got to human in that sales department, him and Troy. Other than that, boy, seeing Skippy this morning, that set me back several years. Really, what a simpleton. Let's see, one movie that, although it was a comedy, had an impact on the way I looked at governments, Dr. Strangelove.
I'm just going to put that on there, not the whole...
And how I learned to
stop worrying and love the...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Dr. Strangelove's good. They know what it is. And if they don't know what it is, then screw them. What just happened to my poll on here? What did you have it on there?
I don't have anything on here.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, I mean I can't enter stuff and view the poll at the same time.
I just lost the whole dang thing on here.
You lost
I got
your
the
poll?
question. I lost my poll. Oh,
I can see how that would
I hate
happen.
when that happens.
Oh my God.
I got the question and no choices.
Brian's running in there with a magnifying glass to help you find it.
Okay. No, seriously, I never had that happen before. How is that possible? Maybe Eric is having some problems, some issues again, you think?
That's possible.
That might be it, or maybe he's just rebelling against the fact that I ripped him an ass for that intemperate behavior of his this morning about the beaded curtain and about bugging me about, oh, pick one of these pictures, yeah, pick this. I don't see nothing on there, Eric, okay? Whoa, something's wrong with that, man. I'm refreshing, it's got the question, it don't have no answers, it's got no choices. Anyway, here's the fact that says, I know this movie dates me, but when I saw To Kill a Mockingbird as a kid, it changed my life. I went on to become a lawyer after I saw this movie, and it's been a pretty good life, says Burton Boca. Nice going, Burton Boca. Not all lawyers are bad, but who knows. In fact, I saw a clip from that the other day, To Kill a Mockingbird, when we went to the hotel, and he said, you don't allow Jews, do you?
Where?
At some hotel. Probably Arthur Godfrey owned it, I would think. Anyway, that's going to do it. Are you on it? Can you see any choices?
Once again, I can't be in poll entry mode.
Yeah. And
poll viewing mode at the same time.
I see.
Can we still say that?
No. Absolutely. Especially the poll entry mode is history. Curtis Stevenson is next to Humper at 4 this afternoon.
Bye. The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
I'm feeling good.